from generation to generation. A legacy forged under the lights. Angels baseball lives on. Welcome to the Todd Fox post-game show.
Final out, no filter. The game's over, but we're just getting started. This is the Todd Fox postgame show. Your home for raw reactions, real talk, callers, comments, and everything Angels baseball. We're handing out the Golden Stamos. And yeah, somebody's taking home the Nacho Night Award. From the opening rant to your calls, nothing's off limits. The Todd Fox postgame show starts right now.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd.
Hey, welcome everybody into the Halos in the Infield watch party for Game 2 of the Freeway Series between the Angels and the Dodgers from the Big A. We, and I'm going to use this term collectively tonight because it's Dominick Lorenz of Catella Chronicles, even though Todd Fox's name is at the very top. Todd not here tonight, but we do have Bill Perkins of Top Fan Rivalry. We are at a very, very special place to kind of kickstart this Freeway Series. Bill, welcome, and where are we tonight?
Well, thank you very much, first of all, for having me on the show. I appreciate that. We excuse Todd. I know he's got some family stuff going on. But we are at the Mission Viejo Mall, Suite 120, in the Top Fan Sports Clubhouse. And you've been here half the day. What do you think of this place?
It's amazing. Let's see if I can adjust the computer screen a little bit. We got the store with all of the jackets, the shirts. I know it's a little hard, but you got to come down here to the shops here at Mission Viejo. A wonderful place to come on out, watch sports. We're in the middle of baseball season, even though your Kings are out of the playoffs. Our Ducks, unfortunately, out of the playoffs. So now, until football season, it is 100% baseball time in Southern California. So an awesome place to be here today with Bill, Dominick at Catella Chronicles. We are going to have a watch party for Game 2 of the Angels-Dodgers Freeway Series last night. It was not so much of a fight as the Angels fell 6-0.
It was perfect.
So, Bill, as many of you probably know already, the resident Dodger fan in the house, but Top Fan Rivalry, Halos in the Infield, Catella Chronicles, that all have this wonderful relationship that we can all come on each other's podcasts, support each other in moments like these with the store. So if you are in Southern California, please come out to Mission Viejo and come on out to this wonderful store. Opening, I know you said grand opening, but I say it in baseball terms, opening day.
Perfect.
Was today.
Yeah, it was today. We got all kinds of licensed gear through Mitchell Ness. We got Ren Spooner coming in. We've got some great polos, which I'm wearing a Sandlot polo right now. We got some great polos by Roosevelt. We got our memberships in here. It's just a great place to be. You can watch the game. I asked Dominick to come out as a friend of mine and just said, hey, let's call a game from here, man. And is this a good place to call a game or
It's
what?
perfect. We got the big screen TV here. Again, I can't completely move the computer screen here, but we're going to have a TV to watch the Angels and Dodger game. There's another TV in the back behind us, as you can kind of see at the top left-hand corner behind Bill's ear, that there's, I believe, the Padre game going on from what I can see.
Padres Seattle, yeah.
Padres Seattle. And then you got wonderful interpretations of baseball here. You got the look of ivy from Wrigley Field, the brick to represent that old school baseball stadium feel, the green monster behind the cash register here, some wonderful apparel that we might have to pluck throughout the night to kind of showcase here on the show. We got, again, jackets, polos, t-shirts, candles that are here. Here's one. We're going to start off with the Angels, the winning team for tonight. Because, the Angels, it's all about,
here this guy goes.
It's about having fun. And this is a fun jacket to have. Angels, top to bottom. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And just for Bill's sake, we'll bring in a Dodgers one here for the moment.
Here's the ladies' version of the Dodgers
ladies'
one.
version.
So there you go. You got a Dodger one right here. I mean, it looks good. Look at the back of that thing, too. Yeah, it looks good.
This is a night where it's Angels-Dodgers rivalry weekend. I say that 5 times fast. Rivalry weekend
No, you can't do that.
in Major League Baseball. And we actually have a very good product, at least on paper, to begin the night. Jose Soriano, 9 starts this year, a 6-2 record, a 1.66 ERA in 54 and a third innings pitched, 61 strikeouts, 20 walks. One of the few pitchers in MLB history to start off the season before he faced a team, shockingly, the White Sox, where he was Cy Young worthy. It was almost like pencil his name on the docket right away.
Right. Well, and guys like this, they do well, and then they end up having a bad luck game, right, where you give up a run or 2 runs, and you end up taking an L. Shohei did it about a week ago. He ended up giving up 1 earned run. Yeah, who? He ended up giving up 1 earned run and ended up taking the loss. Like, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Pitchers, that's why I always say you never want to look at wins and losses for a pitcher because you're always offensively dependent in that case scenario. But in this game today, it's going to be Soriano for the Angels against Robleski for the Dodgers. As right now at the Big A, it is cloudy and cool conditions in SoCal. The Dodgers are going to be in their alternative blues with Los Angeles across the chest. The Angels, as Ohtani's given his little hellos, Angels are going to be in the home white uniforms tonight. As starting lineups have come on in, we'll start off with the Dodgers as they will bat in the first. And Bill, I'll let you have the opportunity to read off your Dodgers lineup.
Shohei leading off. You got Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Andy Paez, Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez, Alex Call, and Han-Sung Kim. It's going to be a good lineup today. And just to start this game off right, the umpire's belt actually works tonight.
As that one will go high and away. Splitter at 93. We are underway. Dodgers winning game 1 by the final of 6-0, which is a little poetic as the Angels swept the series from the Dodgers last year, 6 games to nothing.
Yes.
Soriano's next offering fouled off, and it's 1-1. The Angels lineup on the backside of things tonight. A couple of changes, at least in terms of roster. Bryce Teodosio goes to AAA Salt Lake. Jose Siri will be the starting center fielder tonight, getting called up from the Bees. As the offering from Soriano misses away 2-1. Camo weekend, as the Angels will be home throughout the next week plus. So getting the military camo hats, and Logan O'Hoppe with the catching gear tonight as the 2-1 misses 3-1. But for the Angels in their lineup today, as we get it adjusted here, it'll be Grisham at third, Trout in center, Neto at short, Soler the DH, Adele in right, Peraza at second, Shawnoel at first, O'Hoppe behind the plate, and Siri makes his Angels debut as right out of the gate, Soriano walks Ohtani.
So for a Dodger, if you're a Dodger fan right here, you look at this, and this is a very, very good sign. You need to get Soriano's having a great season. You need to get his pitch count up. And Shohei is not what you call a patient hitter. He usually swings at the first pitch, oftentimes grounds out. So if you're a Dodger fan, you like this. If you're an Angel fan, probably not the way you want to start off. You're looking to turn 2 here, right? Looking for a little DP action.
Mookie Betts, injured, 152 average, and just a minimal sample size, as that one's right on in there, 0-1. Want to get to a couple comments here. We got I'm Mad Max saying, I wouldn't call it a party. We'll call it watching the team. And clearly that is more directed towards us Angel fans than you Dodger fans.
That's true. Hey, I like that pitch that Soriano threw. He walks Shohei 4 out of 5 pitches and then throws a hook. I like that. Oh.
And now dropping in for a base hit is Mookie Betts. Ohtani will go first to third. So right out of the gates, the Dodgers 2-1, nobody out. And this is very reminiscent to last night, even though it was more in not the first inning, but a little bit later into the ball game. The Dodgers home run, got the job done against Kohanowitz. And now it sets up Freddie Freeman, as Bill and I were talking before about current active players that if they stop playing baseball right now, who would be a first ballot Hall of Famer? And regardless if you love the Dodgers or hate the Dodgers, you know, we all talk about as Angel fans, is Mike Trout first ballot Hall of Famer as we speak right now? I say yes. Bill says.
I say he's borderline.
He's borderline. He's already trying to, make the Angel fans mad.
No. I say he's borderline. Listen, I read you the numbers. If you just did by the numbers. So Dom and I played a little game where I just read him numbers and I didn't give him the players' names. And That was fair enough.
Yeah,
right?
it was fair. As Freeman line drive right to second, Peraza makes the grab. Out number 1. And that's a huge out right now with how consistent Freddie has been all season long.
Yeah, that's a huge out because you now can set it up with Will Smith for a double play, catcher running, obviously. But Will Smith's been hot too. And you also contain your pitch count. So this is good.
Jim coming in saying, on a bright note, he sold his tickets to Dodger fans for $400 above value.
400%.
Oh, pardon me, 400%.
Above value.
Hey, someone's got to make money in this
Attaboy,
world.
Jimmy. Way to go.
Hey,
here at the Top Fan Clubhouse over
yeah,
here.
listen. Hey,
It's about making money.
It's got to do what you got to do, right? It's about making money. That pitch was way out, and that's not. See where we get from here.
Will Smith batting .258 this year. Deep fly ball into right field looking back, and that one is going to be caught by Adele, saving extra base as Ohtani will slowly jog home, and Dodgers right out of the gate with a 1-0 lead.
And that's that is just put the ball in the air and let good things happen right there. You'll take one run, give Justin a chance to get out there with the lead, but, you kept the ball off the ground, which is what we were talking about.
That'll bring up Andy Pages to the plate, who has 38 RBIs this year, tied for most in the NL. If anybody told us that Andy Pages would be in this situation, especially getting benched in the playoffs last year and all the things that has happened, for Dodger fans, that one is definitely more a surprise.
Yes. Yeah, Andy Pages at one point about a week and a half ago, this guy was hitting over 400. And I thought, what's going on? But again, this isn't the guy that you pay attention to in the lineup, right? It's the guys before that. It's the Ohapi just got the ball. It's the Shoheis, it's the Mookies, it's the Freddies. This guy's hitting well.
When you're on a team that's won back-to-back titles, you can afford to have your 5, 6, 7 guys overtake the Ohtanis and the Freemans of the world for a little bit. And Soriano's 1-1 check swing.
Looks like he went.
Did indeed go. So 1 ball, 2 strike. Pages right away. Pages yammering to the first base umpire, saying something probably in Spanish.
Yeah.
He was in disagreement with the call. As right now Soriano tries to stop the bleeding. Dodgers had the first 2 batters reach, and they were able to get Freeman out and then Smith out, but Ohtani scores on the sac fly. As Pages, Soriano, looking to get out of this inning in just 15 pitches. He does. Strikes out Andy Pages, and that will end the first. So the Angels and Jose Soriano able to minimize damage. 1-0 Dodgers through half an inning, and it's going to be the Dodgers' Justin Morbleski that will come on out to face the Angels' order with Grisham, Trout, Neto, 1, 2, 3 for the boys in red.
Yeah, and so Justin Morbleski is kind of a shock piece for the Dodgers this year. He was a bullpen guy. We knew he was a starter. He was supposed to be a starter. Dodgers didn't have room for him. And he's kind of pitched himself into the rotation and not out of it, right? And it's hard because there's some people that think that maybe Justin should be either in the bullpen or back in the minors. But, I mean, this guy's pitching well.
So somehow, some way, the Angels are going to have to do what they've done all season long. Attempt to mount a comeback. It's very early. Angels haven't even swung the bats yet in this game.
27 outs left. Come on.
We're down 1-0, and it feels like this has been the case scenario all season long and for a very long time for the Angels. So it's just, this is going to be fun.
Hey, if Freddie didn't fly out, and let's say Freddie gets a double there, you're in even more trouble, right?
Hey, Jim already letting us know. Is Trent Rush going to claim workplace harassment because this broadcast is better?
Well, listen, it's better because of Dom. It ain't better because of me. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What are you, the Golden Knights, John Tortorella?
Whatever.
You're losing a second-round pick now. You're losing a second-round pick.
And a player to be named later in our next fantasy draft, right?
No, man. This is big time as the Angels getting ready to swing the bats. All righties, one lefty in the lineup tonight for Morbleski, which makes complete sense.
So I got to ask you this question as an Angel fan. Do you like Zach batting third, or would you prefer to have him batting first?
At this moment now, I would actually prefer Zach Neto to be in the 5, 6, or 7 hole.
Okay.
I think right now he's struggling at the dish. Don't know if it's physical, mental, or whatever the case scenario may be. I actually prefer Peraza at the leadoff spot. He's done very well this year. And I don't mind if you even drop Mike Trout a little bit in the order, maybe to the 3 spot. I know you can't always depend on him in the cleanup spot at this back half of his career. But with the Angels' inconsistent hitting ways, I don't know if there really is a perfect lineup creation that Kurt Suzuki could do as a good start for Grisham as he's ahead of the count 2-1.
Yeah, great start for Grisham. This is baseball 101, right? You just got up. You need to shut down inning. You need to get your pitcher back in the dugout under 20 pitches and make this thing happen. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're an Angel fan, Dodger fan, doesn't matter. This is baseball 101. Unfortunately, they don't, they try to be too fine. There you go. There's
Chopper over the head, shortstop, and it goes under the glove of Mookie Betts. Grisham is going to take off for second. No, he holds on to first. We'll see if that gets ruled as a hit or an error in that case scenario, but it just looked like Mookie Betts whiffed at the end of the day.
He took his eye off the ball right here. Look at this. He brings his head up. He's looking right here. Boom. Yeah, he's looking at first. There it is right there.
So what should be considered probably –
oh, maybe not.
Maybe not. It could be – I'm going to guess probably in this case scenario, error.
E6. Yeah.
E6 would go on the board.
E6 for sure.
Angels have a runner on for Mike Trout. As that one is high, I would challenge that. That was way out of the zone. But Mike, too early in the ballgame to try to waste a challenge, ABS style in this case. As Wroblewski's next offering Trout, a half-hearted check swing, fouls this off on a slider. And it's now no balls, 2 strikes to the Angels. I believe it's designated hitter tonight. Because
he's in center.
Was he in center? Because I thought Jose Siri was in center tonight. We'll double check.
Welcome in.
As that one goes a little bit high, 1-2. Mike Trout is indeed in center field tonight. As some people coming on in here to the Top Fan Sports Clubhouse. All the places you want to be. As that one checks swing. You're got some people coming in on the live stream here.
Yes. There we go. But are you an Angel fan or a Dodger fan? There you go. Say that loud and proud.
A Dodgers.
That's right. You see that right there? Dodger
wow, fan. 2-1. 2-2.
Ethan is a Dodger fan.
As Mike Trout will strike out on the outside edge looking, and that is out number 1 as the Angels still have 1 on and 1 out, and that'll bring up the aforementioned Zach Neto in this case.
Zach Neto. Let's see how this plays itself out, right?
And MLB baseball card saying Neto should be in the 9 hole of the order.
Are you a Dodger fan or an Angel fan?
Dodgers.
And what's your name?
Reagan.
Reagan. See, look at Dodger fans all over the place.
I may be outnumbered, but can Zach Neto give us the lead? No, fouls that one off, and it's no balls and 1 strike. But as we talk about the inconsistencies of the Angels, 2.9 runs a game since April 18th. Worst in baseball.
It's crazy.
And with new manager Kurt Suzuki in the house, that is, tough sledding for a team like the Angels.
Absolutely. And let's see what happens here with Zach. Dodger fans are looking for a ground ball double play. Angel fans are looking for him to get on base, make a little change. But, we'll see how this plays itself out. We got 2 Dodger fans standing behind me, wishing us luck. Let's go, Justin.
Come on, Neto. Let's go.
Come on now.
As Neto drives it to left, but it's going to be hooking wide. Reset,
and
do it again.
200 feet short.
I don't know what you're talking about.
About 200
that
feet
just
short.
Went wide left.
Yeah,
I don't
wide
know.
Left.
Just
barely
wide.
Third base.
Just wide left. Just a bit outside in that case.
Just a bit outside. We're going to ask our 2 friends here a question once this at-bat is done.
All right.
We'll give them a second here.
Ooh.
Come on, Justin.
Right now for Wroblewski, 13 pitches on the day. Neto batting .229, 7 dingers, and 20 ribbies. Neto should be 9. Sometimes you like to have your potentially one of your stronger hitters kind of get it back as Neto will drive this one out to left. No problemo for Teoscar Hernandez, 2 outs.
Okay, we're going to ask first, favorite Dodger?
Mookie. Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman. Do you know what I call Freddie? Los dientes.
Why?
Because he's got big teeth. Doesn't he?
As Jorge Soler Oh, my. As Jorge Soler comes to the plate here, looking to get the Angels on base and trying to deliver some sort of a counter punch to the Dodgers, scoring 1 in the first on the sac fly by Will Smith.
Oh.
Soler, who had a very strong start to the season, but after the fight with Atlanta and the little week-long suspension, has toned it down a little bit. A 215 average, 8 homers, and 28 RBIs on the season.
So that last pitch that Justin threw was a curveball, and it was dead red. Soler wasn't looking for it dead red.
And now dead red fastball swinging and missing.
But that curveball's got to come down. If that curveball doesn't come down, it's going to be a short night for him.
Our good buddy Dimitri, who's always involved in the Anaheim Ducks portion of the Heated broadcast, saying Vegas is about to get their is about to get it basically get walloped by Colorado in 4. I feel there's a sense of Dimitri. You're still feeling a little, bitter about the Ducks getting eliminated. I am too, but we all know the future is bright.
Hey, Kevin, how's it going? All right, guys. Have a good one, right?
Now, Soler will swing and miss, and the Angels will have 2 strikeouts in the frame. Mike Trout looking, Soler swinging on all pitches in the zone for Warbleski, and the Angels are unable to take advantage of the hit by Vaughn Grisham. Not an error. It did go down as a hit. So here's a positivity for the night. Angels will not be no hit. Let's go.
Step in the right direction.
Angels will not be no hit tonight at the Big A. Good to know. But glad to have you guys along with us on the Halos in the Infield Network. I'm Dominick of Catella Chronicles and of Halos in the Infield. Bill of Top Fan Rivalry. We are here at the Shops in Mission Viejo as Top Fan Rivalry had their store opening today. Awesome to be here for Top Fan Sports Clubhouse. This is something special that gets to be a part of the community, get to be a part of what we do as a partnership between all of us in the podcasting sphere, regardless of your Dodger ties, unfortunately, or your Kings ties, unfortunately.
But we can still be friends.
But we could still be friends. And like we're doing right now, having a good time here on a Saturday night, Game 2, Angels-Dodgers, and the Angels trying to find a win. Trying slowly but
Kevin
surely.
says we have Dodger fans in the house of the Top Fan Sports Clubhouse. That's right. He's sitting right here next to us. We love it. Dominic, I got to ask you. This is kind of fun, and this is a great setup. So when the Dodgers and the Angels meet again in LA, we got to do this again. Todd got to come back.
We're gonna be here for. This is going to be a spot when Todd, myself, Bill wants to come out and have a grade A time.
Yeah.
It's not even a question anymore. Todd's got his amazing studio at home. We love going to our friends Noble Ale Works in Anaheim, where we were for the Ducks watch party when they were playing Vegas in Game 2. A lot of great spots for the podcast, but this gets to get cemented as another place that we can come on out to support, watch great baseball, not just baseball. We can watch hockey when hockey season comes back.
Everything. Yeah.
Ducks, Kings, Freeway Face-Off. That's going to be a fun one.
Why not?
As Max Muncy will come on out.
And gets called strike.
We'll take it as a win. 275 average, 12 homers, and 18 RBIs for the, as we could say, the four-eye wonder.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Max, when they showed his numbers up there, have you seen Kyle Schwarber's home run totals? Guy's insane right now.
Yep. Contract has proven everything. And the Phillies, who started in the dumps of the NL East, finding their way to get back in some better trajectory as the splitter at 91 miles an hour, swing and miss from Muncy. And that is the second punch out of the night for Jose Soriano. I have him on fantasy, so we need to have a good night here, folks. Let's go. We need a good night from the fantasy. I hate to say it, I do have Freddie Freeman on my fantasy team this year, so
there you go.
I would have liked Freddie to kind of bring in that run. If the Dodgers are going to score at least, we got to take some wins, and that would be for my fantasy team.
Win-win, right?
As Teoscar Hernandez will come on up, 269 average, 5 homers, 20 runs batted in. As Soriano misses with that one, 1-1. And this is a batter for the Dodgers that the Angels need to calm down. 7 games, a 458 average.
Yeah. And you notice they're trying to keep the ball away from him. Teoscar likes to roll over his hands, loves to roll over his hands, try to drive a ball that needs to go oppo. And so they're staying away from him.
And a nice breaking ball, clipping the bottom portion of the zone. No challenge, as it would have been in the Angels' favor regardless, 86.
Yeah.
And another 2-strike count for Soriano here in the second.
Hook outside, going the hook outside.
And no fishing right there for Teoscar. Runs the count full 3-2.
There you go, 3-2. He's got to protect the plate. I just talked about this with the Mets about protecting the plate.
Yep.
And it's important that players don't rely on the umpire to do their job.
Nope. And here on Rivalry weekend, we were watching the Mets-Yankees before this one here at the shop, as that one is fouled back, still 3-2. We saw earlier the Cleveland Guardians and the Cincinnati Reds. We saw the Padres and the Mariners. And then we saw the battle for the state of Pennsylvania, the Phillies against the Pirates, a complete game shutout, 12 Ks today from the Phillies as that one's grounded to third, picking it up across the diamond. Grisham looking very nice to get out, number 2.
Good throw. There you go. Soriano's kind of controlling it now a little bit.
And speaking of the fashion here at the store, how do we feel this year about the camo hats for Military Appreciation Weekend and Memorial Day upcoming?
I'm never going to not like it. I'm never going to not like it. Yeah, it's something that the MLB does. I like the catcher's gear too.
For Logan O'Hoppe.
Yeah.
Good to know that O'Hoppe, after coming out of the game last night with a little wrist irritation, back in the lineup today. A lot of worries. The big news for the Angels. Bryce Teodosio sent to AAA. Jose Siri comes up. Ben Joyce placed on the 60-day IL, but have no fear as Call grounds this one to Neto. Neto to first, 2 up, 2 down, following the strikeout to lead off the inning. And Soriano sends the Dodgers packing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night in the second.
That's exactly what he needed to do, was just calm it down, keep his pitch count down. 30 pitches after 2 innings, not a bad gig. So now you got a shot, and now you got to go after Justin. Make Justin throw some pitches.
Angels got to find their stroke here, just averaging 2.9 runs a game since April the 18th. Worst in Major League Baseball. But overall, when looking at the Angels right now, and we'll discuss them a little bit in terms of Ben Joyce. Ben Joyce, who has that wicked fastball velocity. He's touched 105 numerous times in his career, dealing with multiple arm issues and elbow issues. Want to remind Angel fans, just because he got put on the 60-day IL does not mean anything bad. It is retroactive. So still, even though today being May the 16th, May 16th, in about 10-ish days, I believe it's either May 26th or May 28th, one of the 2 days, that Ben Joyce would be eligible to come off the injured list. He's made a couple of appearances so far at the minor league level down in Rancho Cucamonga. So it's a matter of time. This was not a negative roadblock that takes him back a month to whatever else.
And you can always we got 34 in the house, everybody. Come on over here.
More
Nolan.
fans coming on in.
Come on over. This is Nolan right here. He wanted his shot. Favorite team?
The Angels.
Let's go.
You like having October off?
Yeah, it's nice. It's safe and affordable. So
yeah. Hey, it's good for clean eating. No rodents.
Yeah, exactly.
No rodents.
Yeah, 11 to 7.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Finally, an Angel fan in the house.
You can find a few of them.
You know, they're sporadic. You know, the red kind of flashes here and there throughout Orange County. Remember, your store is here in Mission Viejo. That is Orange County. Or by the Ducks, it's Orange Country.
Orange Country.
Orange Country. So, you're lucky I like you. I'm not kicking you out back to L.A.
See, here's the thing, too.
Your wife, Amber's like, no. We're good.
You know, we've had a lot of people come in here and talk about the Padres, believe it or not.
Today's been a big Padres day in this part of town. Again, shoot down the 5, bada bing, you're in San Diego County. And Zadell lines one, just foul down the left field line. Tailing away, Teoscar Hernandez for a moment kind of looked like, Are we sure? As this one,
That is.
I think
by
yeah.
about a foot.
by about a foot or two. So I'm like, Teoscar, please tell me you're joking, right? But Adele, Joe Adele's a very interesting case scenario for the Angels. 263 average, 6 homers, 25 RBIs. Had a very breakout year last season, something we've been wanting from him for a very long time now. Even though a Dodger fan, baseball fan in general, if these are the numbers that Joe Adele continues to put up, an average at least between 250, 270, homers in the range of 20 to 30, RBIs somewhere in the range of 60 to 80. Even though the Angels are they don't want to claim to admit it, but still a rebuild mode, is that something that you could see grow this franchise in a better direction?
Yes. Those numbers, everybody, those are 80s all-star numbers. Those are numbers that you had when you were in the 80s, and those are all-star numbers. So I don't have a problem with those. The problems, that I have, so take Cal Riley, for example, right? He hits, 200, 300 home runs last season?
Yeah.
And he's struggling to hit one now. And so what you're talking about is you're talking about a level of consistency, and that's what baseball's about. It's making good plays and being consistent.
As Adele, patient at the plate, taking a walk, and for the second inning in a row, the Angels will get the leadoff batter on base. Couldn't capitalize in the first. But Wroblewski, 26 pitches through 1+ inning of work, holding a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and you can't, if you're Justin, you've got to pound the zone right now. You can't live and die by, well, maybe we'll get a double play ball or whatever, right?
As Peraza, one of the, I don't want to say hottest hitters for the Angels, but the more consistent hitter for the Angels this year. A 272 average, 5 home runs, 11 RBIs. The numbers don't completely jump off the page, but still had a walk-off a couple weeks ago against the New York Mets.
Yes, he did.
He has an ability here coming over from the Yankees last season, where last year I thought he was the kind of guy, get him off my team. But again, he was playing an unnatural first base position. He's kind of back now to playing third and second. And you could see how this Angels new hitting staff has worked with them as Peraza drives this one out into left, going back on it, and Teoscar drops the ball right at the base of the wall, and having to hold up was Adele. Going into second is Adele, and they're going to say Joe is out because with that play, it would be just a tag at the base and not a tag of the body. Let's see if the Angels challenge this. And it was off the glove, snow coned, and it goes off the wall. So the Angels, I wonder if they might say it's not completely a transfer rule where he grabbed into it. So Adele had to go back thinking it was a catch, and then he had to go back to second. That throw was...
Oh, he's out.
He's probably out, but I wonder, do the Angels... Because if you challenge, well, they're not going to challenge it here, but that would be an interesting case. If the Angels were to challenge it, I don't know if that's a reviewable play about the transfer rule, but if it was, let's say it was the transfer, Peraza's out, Adele made it to second without being tagged, that would be a tag up in that case.
Or does he get, then it would be, because he has to tag the runner.
Yeah.
We got our first challenge of the game.
And now ABS style, I believe, was it Nolan Shonowell? And so that one was initially called a strike. Call is confirmed. No, it was 1-0. Yeah. It was called a strike. Angels challenge. Do not win the challenge. They only have one left. And that's why I said Mike Trout on the first inning, that first pitch above the zone, didn't challenge it.
Yeah.
So Shonowell trying, as that one's high and tight, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, that's an interesting play. We'll talk about something at the commercial break.
Yeah.
That is an interesting play because you almost had Adele pass Peraza, which would have made both runners out.
Yeah. So you had, was it a catch or was it transfer? Did the runners pass each other? And then if it was a reviewable play, Adele technically would have been safe at second because there was no tag.
Yep.
As Shonowell foul down the right line.
Hey, trying
2-2.
to take out some of the Dodgers in the dugout right there.
And there's they're fine.
You've seen the who was it? Texas that had like the 7 foul balls. In
the
Angels dugout?
Right back.
You got the cop with his glove.
As Shonowell, who's only batting 182 against lefties this year, will drive this one the opposite way. Playable for Hernandez. He makes the grab for out number 2. And once again, the Angels get the leadoff batter on base. It was Grisham a single in the first, Adele with the walk in the second, and they have yet to move from that first base bag.
So, again, baseball's a game of numbers, right? You're kind of struggling right now. Robleski obviously doesn't have a total control. If I'm Logan, I let the ball go deep in the zone. I try to run this count 5, 6, 7 pitches, get him over 40 pitches. Instead, he swings away on the first pitch.
And I would take a page from the Peraza at bat. He waited for that pitch, muscled it up, nearly got a home run at the end of the day. O'Hoppe clearly has more of the beef than Peraza. He probably could have punched that one out at the same time, but that's kind of the approach you got to have. Get deep into account, kind of see at least one of every pitch out of the Warbleski repertoire at this case scenario and continue to press on in. As that one misses high, so one ball, or pardon me.
It was called a strike.
Called a strike, and with Sean O'Hoppe not going to challenge and waste the Angels challenge, the 0-2. That one's line left side, and that's past Mookie Betts again in a left center. Peraza with speed going first to third, and the Angels finally have an opportunity here with a runner in scoring position, and that's going to extend this inning twice. The Angels have hit it towards Betts, and he's not having a great day over at short. As I don't know if he just missed it or just a little too far on his range.
It was hit hard, so yeah, he wasn't getting that one. But here's interesting thing, right? So you saw that second pitch was called a strike when it was high, right? So O'Hoppe adjusts, and look what happens. He drives the ball.
Jose Siri making his Angels debut for 2026. Ooh. We saw him in spring training. He's got the little Jose Siri earring going on. Batted .288, 5 home runs, and 27 RBIs in a hitter-friendly AAA level. As he drives this one out into center field, very routine, and the Angels unable to capitalize off of runners on the corners and 2 outs and the leadoff batter getting on. But hey, we had positivity in the first that the Angels wouldn't be no hit. Positivity in the second. We have more hits than the Dodgers, and we got a runner to third. Let's keep it going.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a trivia question here based on what just happened with Teoscar Hernandez.
Okay.
Can you name the only time in Major League Baseball where a batter hit a home run, got credited for an out, but was actually called, or got credited for an RBI, but was actually called out?
Chat? Let's see if the chat knows. Let's see if anybody in the chat would like to say the question one more time, and we'll give the chat the opportunity to answer this question.
Do not Google this. Give this a
Marinate
chance.
it.
Okay. Name the only time in Major League Baseball where a home run was hit. The batter was called out, but still got credited for an RBI.
Okay. We'll give them a minute here. We'll all kind of situate ourselves. In my mind, nothing is coming to my mind at the moment. If we could ask, can we ask? Can I ask for one hint?
Yep, go ahead.
Is it more modern day or historic?
Nope, modern day.
Modern day. Are we talking modern day like 2026?
So no.
Okay.
So all the players that participated in this play are still playing Major League Baseball. Well, one of them is.
At least one of them is. At least one.
Yeah.
It's got to be a savvy veteran.
And it. Just so that everybody knows, this is not a situation where a home run was hit and the batter did not cross home plate.
Okay.
Because I know some people are saying, "Oh, it must have been a grand slam and didn't touch first," or no,
not quite. Ooh.
And this is going to go back to the Teoscar play that you were talking about. So we'll let everybody marinate on this.
Yes.
And then
the
at
next
the next
commercial
break,
okay,
I'll give it to you guys.
Again, Bill, a wealth of trivia knowledge here from Top Fan Rivalry.
Angels got 2 hits. Dodgers got 1.
We were winning 2-1. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the wrong category. But the Angels are winning 2-1.
Han-Sung Kim. This guy can run.
Ha-Sung Kim leading things off 9-1-2 due up for the Dodgers here. As that one's right on the outside corner from Soriano. 0-1. Soriano looking for another quick 1-2-3 frames. Got to go through Ohtani and Betts in this inning as well. As the 0-1 swung on and missed.
Swung on a miss, yeah.
0-2, and this is going to be a big out here to kick off this inning with, again, the speed of Kim, Ohtani on deck. A single could very well go from, first to third. One little bobble could mean first all the way home. Don't
Right,
want to get
right.
into those case scenarios.
No, not with Otani batting next and Betts behind him.
Missing outside, 1 and 2. But
Yeah.
Jose Soriano, to me, the ace of the Angel staff right now, that has been tarnished a little bit with some injuries so far this year, as that one is going to be swung on and missed. Down by way of the K goes Kim, and that completes the first time around the order for Soriano, and he picks up 3 strikeouts that first time around.
Yeah, yeah. The first inning is looking kind of like a fluke now, right? And so now you're asking yourself, if you're the Dodgers, you're asking yourself, okay, what adjustments do we need to make?
And now Otani scored the lone run of the game thus far, and Soriano will look to be a little bit better today, as that one's right on the outside corner. Otani not going to the ABS system. As Lazy Butt 99 saying, calling it now, 1-0 Dodgers win. That's it. As time is called, the home plate umpire calling times. But Soriano's been in the rotation for the Angels. Kohanowitz has been a consistent threat. After that, Kikuchi's on the shelf, injured. Alek Manoah just got back, has looked okay in his first few outings. Grayson Rodriguez, the trade we had for Taylor Ward, he will make his Angels debut tomorrow in the day game. And I believe the Dodgers have Roki Sasaki on the bump.
Again, Roki's been struggling.
So the Angels can at least get one, as the offering Otani down 2 balls and 1 strike. And then you've had Ryan Johnson, who's a top prospect for the Angels, got extended out at the high A level last year from a reliever to a starter. He was sick. Some top prospects like Caden Dana battling mononucleosis. He got actually, I'd have to look back if he was pulled or skipped from a start due to ramifications of fatigue from mono. So the Angels pitching right now, mighty, mighty thin. And we're only a month plus into the season.
It's going to be a long season.
2-2 from Soriano. Otani fouling it right off the ankle guard. And I'm shocked the amount of times Otani, even when he was an Angel, you would think you would want to wear, I know it's a little bulky, but he protects everything up top, the elbow, the front of the hand, because he is pitching. That one left calf, shinnis, knee area.
Yeah, and he's got the right cover, but not the left. He's like,
Again, you have those big swings like Zach Neto has that problem. You know, when Gary Sheffield was that way with the bat. Yeah. But right now, 36 pitches, Soriano. They're looking to go high and tight. And Otani pops it foul, reset, do it again.
Yeah, Soriano's looking like he's in control of this game.
Yep.
Which is good. If you're an Angel fan, you've had a runner on third. You know, Soriano looks good right now. Just you're down by 1. It's not a big deal.
That one misses outside, 3-2.
If you're a Dodger fan, you're looking to go deeper into counts, kind of do what Shohei's doing. Maybe Shohei can get on and bring up Mookie.
Pitcher versus pitcher in that sense. You know, Otani.
Yes.
Luckily not pitching against the Angels this week. As a 3-2, that one misses outside, and very
back-to-back walks.
Very similar to the first at-bat from Otani, where it was a 2-2 count outside off the fingertips. So trying that knuckle, that splitter, just flicking off the tip of the fingertips. Yeah. And as they show this, the usage tonight, and overall this year for Soriano, 29% the splitter, 27 knuckle curve, sinker 24. Hardly using a 4-seam fastball as much, really going deep in that pitching repertoire.
Yeah, and I honestly don't like an inside pitch here, even though Logan was set up inside. I'd go outside and try to see if you can get Mookie to roll over to short, turn the double play. Because Mookie does not like to go oppo. He likes to roll over. And so I'd see what I can do, but they're setting up inside. So
look at your memory bank. In the first inning, Mookie Betts as Otani runs. The throw is good, but Otani with those long legs is able to get right under the tag of Peraza.
Somebody get Otani some new pants. He's just ripped those up again.
Yep. Well, with $700 million, I think he could pay for pants for the entire league at this point.
Probably.
Maybe for little leagues around the world as well, as we'll look at the Carl's cam, or at least we're watching the Dodgers feed here on mute because, our voices are better than anybody right now because this is where you want to be. As Betts fly ball, he does go the opposite way, but Adele makes the grab. Otani will chug on over to third.
So now you leave it up to Freddie. So, so here, so by the way, there's There's an interesting story about why we're not watching the Angels broadcast, which I'll tell you offline. Kind of ticked me off the other day, but neither here nor there.
Angels with their new broadcasting TV, Angels baseball TV. So probably has something to do with that in that case, but stories for other days, because I know probably all of you at home probably have some similar issues with that. As Freddie Freeman, first pitch inside, lined out to the second baseman Peraza in the first inning. So if you're the Angels, regardless of what the record is, third inning, down 1-0, need to keep control of this game. You've had some runners on base, have been unable to score, and with Freddie Freeman's bat, so far 2 pitches in, not given anything good to hit.
Yeah, and again, if you're the Dodgers, you want to get this guy up to 50 pitches, because if you can get him 50 pitches, you know he's not going to go deeper than the 6th, which is where you want to be. But right now, he's in total control. Even with the walks, he's still in total control. So we'll see how this plays itself out.
2-0, Soriano. The offering is going to be swung on and missed. 2-1.
Come on, Freddie.
And Soriano, they just showed the stat here where he's been so much better than he has in years past. You work on it. Opposing batters, 280 plus average in runners in scoring position last year. This year, below 160 as Freeman ground ball to second. Peraza has it. He'll go over to first, and Soriano is able to get out of the frame.
Out of the inning.
And
under 50 pitches.
And Strand Otani over at third base, 1-0 Dodgers to the bottom of the third. So the Angels sticking around in this ball game early and often, but finding their footing here, needing to score with runners in scoring position. It's a struggle.
There you go. Would you like the answer to the question?
Give me the answer to the question.
Okay. I want to say it's 2017.
Okay.
Opening day. Justin Turner's on second base.
Of course it's Dodgers.
No, well,
history. Yeah, history.
So it's the only time it's ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Turner's on first. Cody Bellinger hits a deep fly. I believe we're in Colorado. I believe it was Dexter Fowler races back to catch it, hops the wall, and it looked like he caught it, but he actually didn't. Cody passed Justin because Justin thought he caught it, and Cody passed
the cross situation.
So Cody's called out, but because the ball went out of the yard, right? Justin can run for as long as he wants. So Justin second, third, home. So Cody gets an RBI, but he's actually called out because he crossed the runner.
So
on a home run.
The play is never fully completed in that sense.
Yeah. So interestingly enough, Cody hits a home run, gets called out, but gets credited for an RBI. Amazing.
I tell you, all the time.
Amazing.
It happens all the time. But we thank you right now, fans. On the Halos in the Infield Network, I'm Dominick Lorenzo, Catella Chronicles. This is Bill of Top Fan Rivalry. You've seen him on here before. It's been with Todd, doing Angels, doing hockey. We've done a lot of things with Bill and Top Fan Rivalry, opening their brand new store here at the Shops in Mission Viejo. This is a place to be. You come to the Mission Viejo Mall, Suite 120. It's right next door to an art gallery across the way from Baseballism, from Dick's Sporting Goods. It is the sports row here of the mall, and Top Fan Rivalry gets to be a part of that. So glad to have you guys along with us on a Saturday. Todd not here. He's got some family stuff going on, so we are holding down the fort here on a Saturday night. We will call as much of this game as we can. And then, of course, a little bit of the post-game show with the Golden Stamos, the Nacho Night, all the fun things that Todd likes to incorporate in the post-game show.
Night. I like it. I like it.
Angels have had a lot of them this year as Grisham batting 260, picked up in a trade from the Red Sox in the offseason as that one's lined.
Oh.
And Warbleski makes the grab. Oh, boy. For a moment, it was either going through the 5-hole, hitting the jewels, or going in the glove. And it was the latter of the three that ends up making the play.
Justin's laughing about it now. He's like, oh.
Yeah, let's see. A little bit lower than the jewels. Maybe the thigh knee area. Maybe it's back. Maybe the tushy a little bit would have got the hit. But as Mike Trout checks swing, that one will go foul, 0-1. So quickly, 1 out for Grisham.
So 4 pitches, 4 strikes.
Right off the bat.
And that is a lot better than what you saw both inning 1 and 2. Yeah.
And that catch from Warbleski really had to twist the glove a little bit and kind of go to the opposite way as Mike Trout gets into one, but it's routine center field again for Pajes, making the grab. And Mike Trout, who's also on my fantasy team, 0 for 2, just like Freddie
He's
Freeman.
actually on one of my fantasy teams too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, thank you
I
for
draft-
support. Thank you for supporting the cause.
Hey, no problem. I drafted him early.
Yeah. Well, we
I
are
like
at the
him.
point of the night now where Dominick should check his fantasy updates from today.
Fantasy updates for today.
And let's see what we got in this moment right now. I will tell you my fantasy team, and you can judge me if you like, based on how I drafted.
Judge me if
You
like.
you can judge me if you want. As Neto fouls that back, I have Shea Langoliers as my catcher, 0 for 1 today. Freddie Freeman, 0 for 2. Otto Lopez of the Marlins, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Junior Caminario, 2 for 5 with a run and 2 RBIs. I like that. Xavier Edwards, fun story. I know Xavier Edwards in my time in the Padres system down in Lake Elsinore. Xavier Edwards, when he was drafted, came up the system. Really cool, really chill guy. Wish him nothing but the best in his MLB journey. Ryan O'Hearn left the game after going 0 for 1. Alec Burleson, 1 for 3. Brandon Marsh, a former Angel, 1 for 5. Michael Harris II, Wilmer Abreu, Mike Trout, and Mikhail Garcia round out my batters in my fantasy league.
Just, I mean, too fine right there.
I will say, though, in my fantasy, I love my pitching. Paul
Yeah.
Skeens,
Okay.
Shota Imanaga,
Okay.
my bullpen of the Dodgers, Scott,
Yeah.
and Aroldis Chapman of the Red Sox as Neto watches that one go away 2-2. But then you also have starting pitchers like Drew Rasmussen, Jose Soriano, Shane McClanahan, and Nate Eovaldi.
I like it. I like it. That's good. That's good rotation right there.
As Neto will swing in the dirt, and after Jose Soriano was able to work around a little bit of a jam in the top of the third, the Angels pay him a favor and give him nothing as we go to the fourth, 1-0 Dodgers.
So I'm going to try to help you guys break this curse here, okay? Because baseball is all about superstitions, right?
Yep.
So you guys got shut out last night. You guys gotten shut out for 3 innings now. That's 12 in a row. What's the record at right now? Did you guys?
I will
score
look in the final game against Cleveland on Wednesday because the
Yes.
Angels had the Thursday off day.
You know I'm saying this, and you guys are going to score now.
Well, yeah, broadcaster jinx. It happens all the time.
I'm trying to help you out.
The Angels scored 2 in the 5th on Wednesday, so that's the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 4 innings. 9 yesterday make 13, plus 3 today.
16. Yeah. Yeah. You guys might want to. It's not golf. You
Nope.
wanna have the
We
higher
want
score.
more, not less, and that's where the Angels are struggling at this moment right now. While we do this, let's kind of look around at some of the scores around baseball. It is rivalry weekend.
Yeah.
Mets leading the Yankees 6-3 in the 9th. Giants over the A's 3-0. And with the A's in mind, the Angels on a massive homestand after the Dodgers, 4 with the A's, 3 with the Texas Rangers this upcoming week. Crazy enough, the Angels 16-29, 7.5 games out of first.
Yep.
But
Yep.
after this weekend series, the next 7 games, A's and Rangers, 2 teams they're chasing. If the Angels somehow miraculously, let's say, win 6 of 7, they could find themselves back in the divisional race just like that.
Interestingly enough, too, not only do the Angels have 3 with Oakland this week,
4.
or 4, but they have 7 next month with them.
Yep.
And so, yeah,
That AAA ballpark can play.
there you go.
Last year, the Angels swept the Dodgers and swept the A's in a full week's time. A little bit different scenario this year, but some other scores. Blue Jays beat the Tigers 2-1. Cardinals over Royals 4-2. Rockies over D-backs. Nationals blowing out the Orioles 13-3. Phillies over Pirates 6-0. Marlins and extras 10-5. Guardians rallied to beat the Reds 7-4.
Yep.
Astros, who have struggled, but they beat the Rangers 4-1. White Sox beating the Cubs 8-3. Milwaukee over the Twins. Padres over the Mariners.
Go back to that White Sox one for a second.
8-3 our score.
Look at their record. Look at the White Sox record.
White Sox, as of today, 1 game above 500.
They
23
lost
and 22.
102 last season.
As Will Smith down looking with the knuckle curve right down the middle. Strikeout number 4 for Soriano. The over-under tonight was 6. I
Yeah,
took the over.
I took 6. Yeah, I took 6. Yeah.
So
let's
Soriano,
go.
4-6. If you do your fractions right, that would be 2/3 of the way there. See, a little bit of math here on a Saturday.
To my understanding, there'd be no math here today.
Hey, someone's got to win. Right now, math is in favor of the Dodgers, 1-0.
Well,
When you're
listen,
winning, there's math. When you're not, there is math.
right now, you're looking at Soriano going 8 innings. The way that he's pitching right now, you're looking at him going 8 innings.
With a 1-0 loss.
Yes.
Sorry, again, I always
no
say.
love.
I tell you right now, and as a broadcaster and a fan of baseball, that is why when you completely, through the analytics, look at starting pitchers,
Yep.
you have to discredit in some regard the wins and losses for a pitcher.
Yes.
As that one, another big rip and a miss from Pages, 1 and 2. Pages, he was the first strikeout victim for Soriano of the night, ended the first inning. Got his number a little bit, 51 pitches through 3 1/3, good average right now. And Soriano's 1-2, not getting him to chase, 2 and 2.
Yeah. Soriano looks gassed.
He always looks that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks. He's
Kind of just that breathing heavy. It's a little bit of a cool yet humid night in Anaheim and in the OC area. So let's see what Soriano can do. The 2-2 pitch. Down goes Pages swinging. Down by way of the K. 5 punchies on the night for Jose Soriano.
There you
And
go.
he is single-handedly keeping the Angels in this ballgame.
He is. He's tossing well. Like I said, he is on pace right now to go 8 full innings to get you 24 outs, and that's huge.
Tell
That
me
is
right
huge.
now, if the season ended today,
Yes.
and again, small sample size, a month and a half out of 162 game season, right?
Right.
Where would you evaluate Jose Soriano's performance so far? Is he a Cy Young winner or at least a top 3 candidate in the American League?
Top 3 for sure.
There's a little bit of a soft ground ball bunt back to Soriano. We'll get Muncy for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 frame for Soriano. So pitching duel in Anaheim. Warbleski and Soriano, 1-0 Dodgers, but I'll give you the floor to finish off that thought.
Listen, top 3 for sure. I'm trying to think of other American League pitchers
I'll
because
bring him up.
Garrett Crochet is struggling and obviously on the IL. Obviously you're not dealing with Paul Skeens in the American League. So
I can bring up some right now, and we can have this wonderful conversation because a lot of the top ones, Dylan Cease, 3-1, a 2.41 ERA in 9 games pitched.
how many strikeouts?
75 in 52 1/3 innings pitched, and a whip of 1.18.
Okay, so he's probably your leading candidate for Cy Young. So Soriano's definitely in the top 3.
This one, I think, is you're going to switch your thought process. I think you're going to put this guy at number 1. Cam Schlitter, Yankees, 6-1, a 1.35 ERA in 10 starts, 60 innings of work, 68 strikeouts, and a whip of 0.78.
Okay, there you go. So you got Cam, you got Dylan Cease, you got Jose Soriano. You got a lot of good pitchers right now. Who else?
According to the totals, Jose Soriano is tied for 6th in Major League Baseball. He ranks 4th in the American League, but behind Dylan Cease, Cam Schlitter, and Gavin Williams for Cleveland. 5-3, a 3.74 ERA, 9 games, but he does have 66 strikeouts in 55 1/3 innings.
Yeah, and the whip obviously is huge. So is the ERA. So the record, like you mentioned, if your pitcher goes out and has an ERA under 2 and his record is say 2-3, that's not on him.
Yep.
I mean, he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing.
And one number that is interesting for Dylan Cease and for Gavin Williams out of the 4 we just named. Again, Cease, Schlitter, Williams, and Soriano. Cease and Williams, opponents are batting over 210 against them.
Mm-hmm.
Soriano, opponents are only batting below 2 at a grand total of 187.
Yeah.
Schlitter's at 168.
Yeah. I mean,
Soler rips this first at bat at the bottom of the 4th into the corner, and that'll hop just off the top of the wall at the 347 sign. Pump faking is Teoscar Hernandez, and Jorge Soler literally walking into second base. I don't know if for a minute I thought when he turned first, like he pulled up like he hurt a hammy or something.
Yeah.
But it appears that he's all right. First extra base hit of the night, and he does what the kids like to do best. I'm not going to say the number, but y'all know what this means.
Yeah. Him pulling up. Now you need Joe Odell to knock him in.
Big foul tip off the end of the bat. And right now, if the Angels do want an opportunity, this is the best opportunity. 3 out of the 4 innings so far for the Angels.
What did I say about the numbers?
Yep.
What did I say? I may have jinxed it for Dodger fans, but hey, listen.
Yep. I'm going to say this. 3 of the 4 innings, the Angels have gotten the leadoff batter on.
Yeah.
The farthest they've gotten is third. You have a leadoff double here in the 4th for Jorge Soler, who has been struggling along the way. Cheers to you, Fernando. Thanks for coming on and supporting the new shop for Top Fan Rivalry
Thank
all the
you,
way
Fernando.
from the Lone Star State.
Thank you. We just had Todd show up from the Art Center Gallery right next door.
Very nice. We'd
Yeah.
love to have you here. Thanks for being here.
He's got a lot of great art over there. You got to go check some of it out. It's got some showy stuff in Dodgers gear because I know you like that.
I appreciate, if I could be neutral, I appreciated the most as a big field of flies or those mosquito gnats that were hovering around the plate. I saw that a little bit in the first inning when Mookie Betts was batting, and I thought it was for a moment, but Joe Adele literally comes out and like starts swatting at it to move. As now Warbleski's 1-2 to Adele, down in the dirt 2-2. But
So you
to
got the rodents, you got
the rodents,
yeah.
the flies, it all happens somehow, some way. One of the top 3 oldest ballparks in Major League Baseball history.
Yeah. Actually, 4.
4.
Yeah.
As Adele fouls that one
Fouls
off.
it off.
But the neutral thing I was going to say about the art gallery was you could be Dodgers or Kings. I could be Angels or Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think we've really talked about basketball as much together these days. But it's the amount of Kobe Bryant artwork that sits next door. That's what the Angels need to do right now. The Mamba mentality. Find a way to score some runs as Adele will look at strike 3 right down the middle.
Right.
That was not Mamba mentality. That was
say Mamba mentality. He just looks at a pitch right down the
I think Warbleski's like Mamba mentality. I'll just come right down the middle of your eyes and
I think he was
bye-bye.
He was probably looking the hook.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. He wants that one back.
But in proper fundamental baseball theory, regardless if you're Joe Adele, and I know they would never do this, as Peraza right back up the middle, but second base is there, over to first in time, out number 2. And this is perfectly to my point right there as Kim makes the out. I don't care if your Adele has big power numbers. You bunt Soler to third, and that deep ground ball up the middle. Now here's the one thing that maybe takes that out of consideration. Does Soler beat that throw home by Kim? I don't know about that. But you want to see that done a little bit better. I see it all the time at the high school level with Huntington Beach High School. That's my day job. I call games for Huntington Beach High School Oilers baseball, football, and girls soccer. You talk about manufacturing runs at the high school level, manager Benji Madura knows what's going on. Because that one's down low to Sean Owell, 1-1.
So the first pitch, again, was a hook. It was high. It's probably 3 inches high, but of course Sean Owell's not going to challenge it. I mean, he lost that challenge in the first at-bat, so he's not going to do it again.
Angels will probably save a challenge for a more necessary. If this was a bases loaded 2-out situation, regardless if it's 1-0, 0-1, I could see them maybe using a challenge ABS style there. But for right now, no. But again, a run 90 feet away. If you look at the total chances tonight, the Angels have had more chances.
Yes.
Even though that's more of a hockey term. More, total chances, but
left on base is huge.
Left on base, just a different variation of the word. As Sean Owell, good patient at bat.
Perfect pitch. I was thinking go hook outside. Now I'd go up in the zone on his hands, go fastball up in the zone, but they may go hook outside again. See where they, hook outside.
Sean Owell trying to be patient at the plate. The 2-2 pitch lined into center field, and that one is gonna be Paez.
Andy Paez
is able to make the diving grab in right center field, and the Dodgers are able to escape the threat. Sean Owell thinking he had the game-tying single. Instead, it's Andy Paez that is able to dive.
Get up.
And honestly, he had enough closing sprint speed. He didn't just snow cone it. He had that in time. And Sean Owell throwing down the helmet knocking off the earpiece, and there's that frustration. The Angels averaging just 2.9 runs per game since April the 18th, almost a month, and now extending that scoreless streak to 17 innings.
100%.
Oh, just when you think you can get a little excited, you can't.
All right, I'm going to be back in 1 second here.
Will do.
Yep.
Do your business. Thank you. But here at the Top Fan Sports Clubhouse at the Shops in Mission Viejo, this is a wonderful partner of Catella Chronicles, Halos in the Infield, our good buddy Bill and Amber of Top Fan Rivalry, opening this brand new store where so much wonderful, wonderful apparel. If you're an Angels fan, a Dodger fan, a Yankees fan, a Red Sox, it doesn't matter what fan you are of baseball. They have the jackets, the T-shirts, candles, polo shirts. They even have some Disney polo shirts here because a lot of Angel fans and Dodger fans love going to Disney as well. So come on out here to Mission Viejo if it's tonight. Mall closes in about 20 minutes. But hey, come on out tomorrow, the next day. They are here Monday through Sunday, every day of the week, and come out and support some great partners of the program. I will say this to the Halos in the Infield crew. I'm Dominick Lorenz. Todd out tonight with some family stuff going on. Todd, we love you and the family. We're holding down the fort for you tonight. Fernando's checked in. Everybody in the house here tonight. But right now, not a horrible game. Not a great game by the Angels. Soriano just allowing one run on a sacrifice fly by Will Smith in the first inning. That is all the scoring through 4 innings of work. The Angels nearly tying the ball game with the Shonowell single to center, but Pajes is able to dive, make the grab. And it goes back to Jose Soriano. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Dodgers. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Angels. As Soriano, with a couple of good strikeouts tonight, will get Teoscar Hernandez to foul on the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. But we want to hear from you if you're watching along on YouTube, X, Twitch, TikTok, wherever you may be listening to right now, or watching us as of right now as well. Let us know what you're thinking of the game. Give us some topics to talk about in terms of the Angels, who are currently sitting at the bottom of the AL West standing, 7.5 back of the A's, as Hernandez swings and misses at this one, 1-2. Lazy butt. I should have hit my prediction on FanDuel, 1-0 Dodgers. Well, it could be the case almost halfway through this game as we speak, as the offering swung on and missed. Down by way of the K goes Teoscar, and right there, 6 strikeouts on the night for Jose Soriano. But we're going to be here as long as the night will have us here at the Shops at Mission Viejo Mall. Looking forward to do the post-game show as well with all the fun things that are going on. Again, it's been a rough season for the Angels. And I hate to doubt, I don't want to say hate to doubt it, but I don't want to doubt it. I do want to doubt it at the same time. Is this going to be the lowest of lowest points this season? Tune in and find out. We shall see. As the offering from Soriano to call was going to be softly grounded over short. Neto picks it, throw over to first. It pulls Shonowell off the base, but he's able to get back in enough time for out number 2. So good work right there. Ever since the Shohei Ohtani walk in the 3rd, Soriano's been able to retire everybody else. So good work right now as Ha-Seong Kim will come up to the plate, and the flies and the mosquitoes still hanging around the home plate area batter circle. As right now, looking at the total numbers, Jose Soriano, 4 2/3 innings of work, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and his ERA is dipped to 1.68 as that one misses 1-0. But looking on back as we speak, as that one just missing up the plate to Kim. Lazy saying, if you took over as manager tomorrow, what strategy or approach would you help turn around this season? How much time do we have? We could be here a while with my strategies. Well, one, we mentioned in the last half inning, I have to look at more productivity, offensively speaking, and with that, You got to play small ball. You got to manufacture runs and take advantage of miscues. And right now, the Angels have had men on base all evening long, 3 of the 4 innings that they've batted, but they've hardly been able to move them over to second or third base. So I would say, if a situation calls to bunt, please bunt. You don't see it anymore in this game. That's one area that you would want to get right, is that one misses outside 3-2. Another approach when it comes to the bullpen, and I know the Angels bullpen has not been as sharp, to say it nicely, this season, as Kim will ground this one over to second. Peraza has it, throw to first, inning over, and another 1-2-3 frame for Jose Soriano, locked in through 5 innings of work, 1 run and 1 hit allowed with 6 strikeouts. But in terms of the bullpen, I would say this. You got to be able to allow these relievers to go multiple days in a row. We got to stop with the baby mentality of, oh, well, they already pitched today, yesterday 1 inning. They need a day off. Come on, stop. You have starting pitchers, even though they go every 5th day. They're going 80, 90, 100 pitches. These relievers, they got to be able to go longer and more effective in their outings. Another approach, and I know you asked me as a manager, but if I had to be, of course, in charge of a general manager role, spend some money. Stop trying to get the reclamation projects and trying to squeeze out the last ounces of baseball that they have. Get some guys that are going in the right direction and can be an asset on your team. Also, I think the batting order needs to be altered up a little bit for the Angels. I really do think Zach Neto's a good player. Do I think he's great yet? No. I think defensively, still got a couple things to iron out. With the bat, still plenty of things to iron out. I like him. Do not like him in that leadoff spot. And Bill and I were talking about earlier in the broadcast. I think Peraza, who's put the most bat-to-ball skills so far this season, I would have Peraza at the top. Mike Trout is Mike Trout. If he wants to bat 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, he's going to bat where he wants. I would love Joe Adell in that 3 hole. I think that would be a nice success for him once he continues to stay as consistent as possible. Again, the Angels have some holes. Moncada not playing well this season. Ohapi not swinging well this season. Darno out with plantar fasciitis, not playing well. So Josh Lowe traded over from Tampa Bay, not playing well. So it's hard to really analyze this team due to injuries and the players that are not getting the job done when they have the opportunity. So it's hard to say. It really is. I think if you ask me the same question tomorrow, I might have a different take. Honestly speaking, I think I may have a different take, but that would be kind of the early onset of if I was manager for a season. Hoppy pops up the first offering. Shallow right center. Pajes calls everybody else. Makes the grab. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. So Warbleski leading the way here for the Dodgers. 4 1/3 innings of work. The double to Soler in the 4th. The biggest hit of the day. Grisham had a hit, a walk in between. But so far, it has been all Dodgers. The Angels have had their chances, but leaving runners on base too often here tonight. As that'll bring up Jose Siri, called up from AAA today. That one's right on in there for a strike, 0-1. There's Warbleski. Big rip and a miss from Siri. And again, the Angels bring up Siri and drop Bryce Teodosio. Teodosio goes to AAA. Do I agree with the move? Not necessarily. Do I think Perry Manassian may be in desperation mode a little bit? Maybe. We'll see how the next couple of weeks go, especially on this long homestand with the A's and Rangers. Siri, line drive, and he makes me look like a fool. Base hit in the left field with 1 out in the 5th. Jose Siri's first hit as an Angel in the regular season. So a elevated fastball at the letters, swings right through it. Good bat level swing, ropes it into left. And the Angels, they've had a base runner in 4 of 5 innings. Can they finally cut through with that big hit as they flip it back to the top of the order in Vaughn Grisham, who's 1 for 2 on the day? Grisham doing the same thing that Joe Adell did. He's stepping up in front of the batter's circle and trying to swing away the massive mosquito gnat fly bunch at the plate that's really disorientating both Angel and Dodger batters early on in this game. A lot of wind at the Big A tonight, as that one's down low to from Warbleski 1-0. As here comes the offering to Grisham. He pops this one up on shallow center field. Backing on up is the second baseman, Kim, making the grab. And once again, the Angels struggling to hit with runners on base. David asking along the way, switching it on up to a hockey question. Who are the Ducks getting in free agency on July 1st? They have options. The Ducks' future is extremely bright, more brighter than the Angels at this point. You got to lock up your young core in Leo Carlson and Cutter Gauthier first. I think the Ducks will address the blue line. Do they bring back Trouba? Do they bring back John Carlson? That'll be the biggest questions of the bunch. I think Radko Gudas is to the, track wall and gone. Cale Makar's available. He's going to want top dollar. I don't think he will leave the Colorado Avalanche. I would love best case scenario, even though it doesn't deal with the defenseman. Brady Tkachuk, left winger from Ottawa, has got 2 years left on a deal. I think the Ducks could package a nice trade for Tkachuk to come to Anaheim, as that one misses to Trout. 2 balls and 1 strike, or pardon me, 1-1 in that case scenario. Trout 0 for 2 on the night, struck out, popped up. He'll watch that one in the dirt. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Rocking the Mike Trout jersey tonight, so hopefully trying to give him a little bit of some luck. Batting .241 on the regular season. There's more than Nats coming around home plate. Mike Trout trying to bring home a run. 1 on, 2 out. And Trout will once again have this one hit off the hands into shallow center. Pages makes the call. He'll make the grab. And for the 4th time in 5 innings, the Angels leave runners on base. They have 4 hits. The Dodgers only have 1. Soriano pitching great. Warbleski is able right now to navigate around a couple of situational jams. So we go to another inning of work where the Angels now 18 innings of scoreless baseball. It is not entertaining at this point, as Bill is laughing at me from across the store. 18. What are we doing here?
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
Exactly. Oh no! What is happening? Are the Angels going to score a run tonight? I don't know.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I have no idea. I don't think they will. You hope they will. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. This could be a shutout performance at the end of the day. But it doesn't really matter, because when you ask Angel fans, will they score a run?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Exactly. What are you talking about? Affordable fun. And that is what the Angels are giving us right now. Affordable fun. We're doing this for free. It's a Saturday night on the Halos in the Infield Network, YouTube, X, wherever you may get your podcast and live streams. Myself, Dominick Lorenz, Catella Chronicles, Bill, who has opened up his store with his wife, Amber, our good friends at Top Fan Rivalry, this wonderful store that has jackets, T-shirts, polos, you name it. You like baseball, they're going to get more apparel as well when it comes to hockey season, football season. So this is the place to be when you are in Mission Viejo. Come on out and enjoy the store. They have multiple TVs where you can literally just come in here. If your wife, girlfriend, family, whoever else you may be is shopping around the mall, you can sit here. Wonderful, comfy chairs. And there's 2 TVs that will always have sports or sport movies on. First play of the 6th, ground ball over to second. Otani grounds out to Peraza. A nice spinorama grab on the outfield grass. Otani not running too much, and that is out number 1. And that is 9 straight batters sent down by the Angels right-hander in Soriano. 69 pitches so far through 5 1/3 innings of work. As Mookie Betts will come on up. Let's see what happens. We got an Angel fan here. Come here, buddy. Sit here. We got some fans coming on in. I'll turn the mic on. All right. What is your name?
Caden,
Caden, how old are you?
5.
5. Who is your favorite player on the Angels right now?
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout. What jersey am I wearing right now?
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout. So the Angels right now trying to find a way down 1-0 to the Dodgers. Jose Soriano's pitching great with 6 strikeouts. Have you been to an Angel game yet this year?
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. See? You think the Angels are going to beat the Dodgers tonight?
Yeah.
What do you think the score is going to be? They're losing 1-0 right now, so what do you think?
The Dodgers are gonna have 2 and the Angels are gonna have 5.
5. All right. So the Angels, according to Caden, we need 5 runs tonight. That's going to be the ticket for the Angels to beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Angels didn't win last night. They lost 6-0. So the Angels could really, really, really use a lot of runs right now. So let's see. There was an ABS challenge from Logan O'Hoppe on a potential ball 4, and that one is indeed low. So the Angels lose a challenge. They have wasted both their challenges tonight, so they are done for the evening, as it'll be a 1-out walk to Mookie Betts, as the Angels right-hander Jose Soriano was able to get 9 consecutive batters out following the Otani walk in the 3rd, and now he walks Mookie Betts to bring up Freddie Freeman. So let's see what Soriano can do here with the big TVs at Top Fan Rivalry at their shop here at Mission Viejo. Let's see what they say. Neto loves swinging at bad pitches for a strikeout. Still a young player needing to find ways to elevate his game at the plate to be much, much more consistent at this time. As Caden, I'm going to ask you another question here after this pitch to Freddie Freeman. I'll give you a second to think about it. If the Angels, or at least Jose Soriano pitching, how do you think he's going to get Freddie Freeman out? Is it going to be a strikeout? Is he going to ground him out, or is he going to pop him up? What do you think?
Strike.
Strike him out? Okay. Let's see if you're right. So far, he's grounded out twice today. So let's see if we can get Soriano his 7th strikeout of the night. 2 balls, 1 strike to Freddie Freeman, who's been hitless so far tonight for the Dodgers. As right now, time on the field, I think something's going on out in the outfield with the pitch clock. So a little bit of a delay. They're not showing anything. And now we're a little bit of a delay as round of applause, or at least some chanting and cheering going on from the Angels and Dodgers faithful at the Big A tonight. Let's see. Caden wants a strikeout. Let's see. The 2-1. Just missing outside 3-1. As the bugs keep flying around at Angel Stadium right now, making a menace of Freddie Freeman and Jose Soriano trying to wipe all the bugs away. Pitch number 79 for Soriano coming up. And let's see if he can fight back with a strike. The 3-1, and that one misses. It's a walk. So Soriano, after throwing up zeros in the 2nd through 5th inning, having a little bit of some issues here in the 6th, as the Angels will have Mike Maddox come out with a little bit of a pitching mound visit here for the Angels. But a tight one so far, as they're showing on the replay right now. Soriano waving around the bugs that continue to be a menace here at the Big A today. But glad to have everybody along with us on the Halos in the Infield Network, on YouTube, X, wherever you may be. Saturday night special, Game 2 of this 3-game series. Angels lost last night 6-0 to the Dodgers. They've struggled after getting swept in Cleveland during the week. The last time the Angels won a game, it was last Sunday in Toronto. So it's been almost a week since the Angels won 18 innings without scoring a run. I'm looking at Bill across the store here. Bill's just living life right now as a back-to-back champion. It's insane. As Will Smith will step to the plate. Soriano, this will be post-mound visit work, as that one's lined foul, the splitter at 0-1. All right, so Kane, I'm going to ask you the question again. Freddie Freeman walked, so now Will Smith's batting. How are the Angels going to get Will Smith out?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, I hate to say it. A lot of Angel fans agree with you. I don't know how they're going to do it. Soriano's got to find a way to get the out. And that one's going to hit Will Smith and then ricochet and hit Logan O'Hoppe, and he is down in pain. And that is not what you want from the Angels after Logan O'Hoppe just came off the injured list yesterday with the wrist injury. I'm not sure if it got him in the leg or in the arm, but O'Hoppe is down in a lot of pain. The Dodgers have loaded up the bases with one out in the 6th inning. And this is where the Angels just continue to struggle. And I know earlier in the year against the Padres, O'Hoppe took a foul ball off the dirt and up underneath the throat chin area, which kind of knocked the wind out of him for a few minutes, was able to get up and continue playing. And we'll see here in a moment where this one got Logan O'Hoppe in this case. Again, coming off of that wrist injury that he suffered a couple of weeks ago, rehabbed with AAA Salt Lake this week, as they are flashing back to when O'Hoppe had that injury on his wrist. It was in Kansas City on April the 25th, and it ricocheted off the left portion of his hand last night, trying to pick a ball out of the dirt, hits the exact same spot. And here in this case scenario, it hit off the shoulder pad and right off the groin area of Logan O'Hoppe. That one's going to be a little bit sore a little bit later, but he looks no more worse for the wear after that one hit him right in between the wickets. So a massive junction in this game. Angels losing 1-0 after Soriano had been very consistent in innings 2 through 5. Bases loaded, one out for Pages, who has struck out already in this game tonight. Batting .301, and Soriano's at 82 pitches. This could be the time where the Angels may need to look at that bullpen if Soriano can't get out of this. Throws a strike, 1-1. Bill, what's about to happen here? Inning-ending double play. I like that answer. I love that answer. An inning-ending double play. As that one's a little bit low. 2-1 now. As now the home plate umpire taking off the hat and trying to get the mosquito gnats out of the home plate batter circle. Continuing to be a menace now for the last 3 straight innings. 2-1 from Soriano. Big rip and a miss at a pitch about a foot outside of the plate. And that's working in the direction of the Angels right now. Andy Pages looking like last year's Andy Pages. Pages right now credited with a run-saving defensive play in center. A couple innings ago against Shawnuel. Down and away. And now 3-2. You have nowhere to put him. Bases loaded as the Angels begin to warm up Chase Silseth. Got nowhere to put him. Got to throw a strike. Trust your defense. 2 strikeouts on the night for Pages. Can he have the hat trick? And he does not. That one misses down and away, and the Dodgers add to their lead. It's 2-0. Mookie Betts will come in and score. And after Soriano was able to get Ohtani out to begin the inning, it's been get on base, hit by pitch, walk. And this is not what the Angels are needing when they've been struggling to score and it's been 18 innings since their last run. It's bad. Mike, hello to you. And no, we are not at the team store at the Big A. We are at the Top Fan Sports Clubhouse at the Shops in Mission Viejo, a brand new store from our friends at Top Fan Rivalry. Bill and Amber creating this store and having wonderful apparel, jackets, shirts, polos, a little bit of everything, bat mugs as well. Come on down. They're open every day of the week to come on out and enjoy. You can watch games. There's 2 big screen TVs to enjoy a little bit of everything here at Mission Viejo. As that one's high and away, and now Soriano struggling to find the strike zone. 89 pitches, 2 balls, and no strike. As the Angels down 2-0 to the Dodgers in the second installment of the Freeway Series in 2026. Muncy fouls this one off, 2-1. And if you're the Angels, who have been snake bitten by a lack of offense, to say the least, for days now, days since they got a 2-run home run from Zach Neto in the 5th inning on Wednesday in Cleveland. That was the last time that the Angels have been a part of it. As a broadcaster for Huntington Beach, I might slip up. Instead of saying Angels, I'll say Oilers. That's just me being in full baseball mode at the high school level right now. 3 balls, 1 strike, endangering of walking in another Dodgers run. As that one is ball 4 out, and the Dodgers add another run. It's 3-0 on a lot of walks in this frame as Freddie Freeman comes home. Kurt Suzuki comes out of the dugout, and Chase Silseth will come into the game. Yep, Soriano, the wheels coming off in this 6th inning. After masterful performance in innings 2, 3, 4, and 5, and evading dangerous situations in the first, unable to get out of the situation in the 6th, the Dodgers will still have the bases loaded with 1 out, as Chase Silseth will be coming in the game. Oh, let's see, more comments coming on in. Sackman saying, did that Taylor Ward trade end up being a good trade? Well, we're going to find out tomorrow, as Grayson Rodriguez, who the Angels traded for in exchange for Taylor Ward, will make his Angels debut after having a little bit of a dead arm after spring training, working his way back. And after a couple of rehab games with the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, now will make his Angel debut tomorrow afternoon against Roki Sasaki and the Dodgers. So a little bit of time. We need a little bit of time to see if it was a good trade, a mediocre trade, or a bad trade at the end of the day. But as we look right now in some other scores, we'll see what's also going on around Major League Baseball today. Or, you know what? We will check the minor league system for the Angels. We'll give you some news and notes on minor league baseball because the Angels have Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, the Tri-City Dust Devils, the Rocket City Trash Pandas, and the Salt Lake Bees. Right now, so far this season, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, 2nd place in the California League standings with a record of 20-17. Up in the Northwest League, where the Tri-City Dust Devils are, Tyler Bremner, the Angels' number 2 pick up there. Tri-City 19-18, 9 games out of first. In the in Double-A level, Rocket City Trash Pandas in the Southern League. Rocket City just 2 games out of first at 20-18. And, of course, Triple-A, Pacific Coast League, the Salt Lake Bees, 19-23 and 5.5 games out of first. Now, Chase Silseth will come on out, and that first offering misses outside, and it's 1-0. Teoscar Hernandez, the batter. As the Angels right now trying to get out of this situation. As that one's a big rip and a miss from Teoscar, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Fred saying the Angels should have promoted Travis Blankenhorn from the Trash Pandas. He's an experienced big league hitter. So again, keep bringing your comments. What should the Angels do to kind of remedy some of the issues that have been happening, at least offensively speaking, with the Halos in 2026? As Teoscar down in the count 1-2. Silseth needing to stop the bleeding here. 2 bases loaded walks have extended the Dodger lead to 3-0. The 1-2, and that's fouled off. 97 miles an hour from Chase Silseth. And this is a big moment for the Angels. Now, Soriano, all he can do is watch on all 3 base runners. His responsibility. The offering goes high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Man, tough sledding right now for Angels pitching. Needing to have something to celebrate a little bit and try to swing some momentum back in your favor. 2-2. And that one's going to hit Teoscar Hernandez. 4-0 Dodgers. Walks and now hit by pitches. And I think we've gotten to the point of the 6th inning now where the wheels have completely fallen off. This is what happens when you had chance after chance after chance for the Angels to score, and then it reverses on you, and now the Angels are snake-bitten, down 4-0. Oh, boy. It's tough sledding. The Angels just with 16 wins this year at the bottom of the AL West standings, and Mike Maddox will make his 2nd appearance on the mound in a mound visit to talk to the entire Angels infield, try to settle down Chase Silseth and find a way to get outs 2 and 3 and stop what is happening. The Angels being outscored so far through 14 1/3 innings in this series, 10-0. And the Dodgers, who had been having some rough sledding over the last couple of weeks, finding their stroke here this weekend. As Caden trying to give the Angels a little bit of luck here. As the Angels with some luck, down in the dirt, 1-0. Some Angels faithful trying to stick around here. All right, Caden, thanks for coming on to the program, Caden. Caden came on trying to give the Halos some light because that one's grounded through the drawn-in infield. 1-1 will come on in. Here comes the throw home. 2-run score, and the Dodgers add more. It's now 6-0, and they have matched yesterday's score. A drawn-in infield slips past Zach Neto and the third baseman Grisham. And Grisham, who was playing tight to the line, Neto close. If you're playing at regular depth, that's probably right at Grisham and could have been an inning-ending double play. Maybe even more so a little bit towards shortstop, but even if Zach Neto was able to backhand that one, getting maybe one out would have been lucky, and the wheels have fallen off. A 5-run 6th inning as Kim swings and misses. I didn't want to say it on air, but, Caden told me how many runs the Angels would need to win this game. 5. How many of the Dodgers scored in this inning? 5. Oops. I think Caden might have been a secret Dodger fan. Bill, what did you do to him? Bill, what did you tell him before he came on air? There was signals. Still looking for outs 2 and 3. Kim, ground ball. The only play is to first. Shonowell will slide and get the out. 2 outs, 2nd and 3rd, 6-0 game. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And I conveniently love how our buddy Bill from Top Fan Rivalry is not on for this right now. He's letting me sulk in depression. He's enjoying every minute of this. Yeah, it might be worse in that case. Shohei Ohtani, who started off the inning by grounding out, will watch this one go down low. You think when an inning begins by getting Ohtani out, good things will happen. No. 10th batter to the plate, and the Angels have surrendered 5 runs. As that one is swung on and missed, 1-1. And that hoodie in the back, Fred, is not mine. We are here at the Top Fan Sports Clubhouse at the Shops in Mission Viejo. Our good friends from Top Fan Rivalry, Bill and Amber, have opened up a brand new store. As of today, the grand opening happened. They have Angels, Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, Cubs, all teams in baseball you can order from. And we have the Angels and the Dodgers right in the back to represent the Freeway Series today. Is that one missing 2-1. Regardless of how bad the Angels play, I'm still going to be an Angel fan no matter what, through the good times and the bad. Silseth ready to roll. 2-1, and Ohtani cranks it out to right. It'll stay in the ballpark. Adele makes the grab for out number 3. Dodgers 5 in the frame. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's 6-0 Dodgers. Left on base, Todd is out tonight with some family stuff going on, so myself and Bill holding the fort down right now. So that's just the situation at hand, but Todd sends his regards. He was here at the opening this morning, but he was not able to be here for the live stream tonight. Halo Nation saying forfeit the season, worst game ever. I don't know if I would say worst game ever, but this is definitely not amongst the top 10 games, I will say, that have been enjoyable to watch this season. Oh, look who's conveniently back. Bill at your own store.
Look who's conveniently back.
Well, I'm telling you this right now. I don't care what the situation may be.
Yes.
The Dodgers are only winning because it's your store grand opening today, and they wanted to give you some love.
Oh, there
the
it is.
Angels,
There it is.
the Angels not only are affordable fun, but they are courteous in giving away to charity in the sense of wanting you to have a fantastic day.
Well, they're helping. Thank you, Angels, and all things Angels, right?
Thurman
So there's a
coming
question.
on in. Hello, Richard.
There's-
Good to see you. And yes, your Dodgers are beating the Angels. This is unbearable, but as I stay true to form, I love my Angels no matter what. It's a hard night again.
I want to actually hear you answer that second to last question.
He won't.
I don't.
The
think so.
question is, and I'll put it up on the screen right now, and we can all talk about this. Artie Suck says, when is Suzuki getting fired? It's a 1-year deal. We have the impending lockout that could be happening after after this regular season. It might even happen seconds after the Dodgers potentially win their 3rd straight World Series. If that situation happened, I think the union will run out on the field with the Dodgers and start the lockout right then and there, and there'll be no trophy ceremony.
Jesus guy. All right.
It happens.
Let's
It
see if
happens.
Justin can get a shutdown inning, which is huge here, right?
Kale Studebaker checking in. What's up, Kale? Good to see you. A good buddy from Huntington Beach.
Oh.
The Studebaker family. Logan Studebaker, as that one's a
Oh,
ground
he's
ball
sick.
from Neto. Freeman unable to pick it, bobbles off his chest. And the Angels, they have a batter on base. Another leadoff batter reaches via hit, a walk, or an error. Dang it. That means they're getting nothing in this inning.
Do you give him an error on this play?
He's not in the best fielding position for Freddie Freeman, who's having an off night. Could it be on the throw or maybe the field?
Yeah.
That's the ambiguous part of scoring baseball, which is an art within itself. Speaking of scoring baseball, you have wonderful merchandise
Yes.
that has it's a little bit of a thin sweatshirt, a lightweight sweatshirt that has literally a scorecard of how things are scored in baseball. So perfect segue right there.
That's one of Amber's favorite ones. I
Yeah.
like that actually. It's a little hoodie.
We talked about it earlier. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Top right, the white and blue kind of checkered looking one. So we'll show it off. More merchandise here, as that one's check swing, no go.
Well, Soriano covered for me, so that's
he got
good.
the 6
He got
strikeouts.
the
So
6 strikeouts.
for the betting odds, good for you.
There we go.
There it is. So you got the hoodie that has, I'll bring up to the screen, how you score baseball: home runs, singles, strikeouts, outs. So yeah. And talking about scoring, you have that wonderfully. And then Another wonderful element. We have the polo button-up with all the different grips of baseball.
Yes.
So, see, this is the type of stuff you can purchase here at the
Top Fan Rivalry or Top Fan Sports Clubhouse.
presented to you by Top Fan Rivalry.
Presented to you by Top Fan Rivalry. Come on down, Mission Viejo. Say hi.
As Soler gets that one down the left field line, a multi-hit game for Jorge Soler. Neto will go to third, and the Angels were mounting a comeback. 2 on and nobody out. Let's go.
3 straight Ks. Here we go.
Probably. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if this left on base too often. Tell me, is this a compliment? Dominick looks like Nolan Shonowell. Is that a compliment? Because maybe it's the beard, maybe it's the little bit of a short hair, haircut due. Let me know.
Okay, well, but he's playing first base for the Angels, so why not, right? Isn't that
Yeah, I'll take it as a win.
Okay, that's a win-win.
I've been called Andrew Heaney before about 7 years ago when I just had the goatee. I was called Andrew Heaney a couple times. So
I don't know that I like that one as much. But
hey, a former Dodger and Angel combination.
Dodger and Angel combination, yeah. Wasn't amazing.
Oh, it was a compliment. Yay. I'll take it. As Adele fouls this one off the leg, 1-1. The compliments on the store. Mike saying, cool sweater.
Thank you very much.
There we go. See, you get that and much more. Amber gets full credit. And the store ships to you. So, is there a website for the store yet or not yet? Okay, reach out. Again, they'll do it. topfansports.oc. That is on Instagram. That is the place you want to go to. I'll post it in the comments here to make sure that you guys can go on. It is Top Fan Sports OC. That's it? Nothing else? Beautiful. And that is on Instagram. So give them a follow right now as you're watching this. Top Fan Sports OC on Instagram. That is where you want to follow the store. This is grand opening day. We came together to call this game, but more importantly, celebrate the wonderful achievements of Top Fan Rivalry in their brand new store here at the Shops in Mission Viejo.
Thank you so much.
As Adele cracks it to right center field, will it split? The Angels are on the board. Neto will score. Soler will score. 6-2 Angels. Joe Adele, a 2-run double.
Breaking the streak right there.
18 innings is over.
Let's start another 18 innings.
Oh, boy. I feel bad. Our number one fan, Caden, came in. He said the Angels need 5 runs to win tonight. Well, the Dodgers have 6 runs. So maybe 5 in this frame, he meant.
Right.
So hopefully it's a good direction here.
So going back here for a second, remember what I said in the first inning? You leave that curveball up, he's going to get hurt.
Yep.
That last pitch, curveball high. He gets that thing low, strike 3.
Yep.
Easily strike 3. But instead, curveball high.
Learning the second time around the batting order. Werbleski at 88 pitches. No outs, a runner at second. Bullpen probably warming up in some capacity after the Dodgers had a bullpen day yesterday, as it'll be Blake Trinan, who came out of the bullpen second yesterday for the Dodgers in what was a surprise bullpen day.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Werbleski yesterday, Snell today, but Snell.
It was supposed to be Snell yesterday.
Or Snell yesterday, okay. So, again, Snell on the IL or just skipping a start in the rotation?
It looks like it's day-to-day. So,
day-to-day. Okay. Like all of us every single day. Living day-to-day.
Living day-to-day.
Peraza, can he continue the hitting ways? Down and in, 1-1. Well, at least we're off the schneid. 6-2. Could be worse.
Coach Biff.
Oh, yes. The renaming of the Big 8 is something else. Enjoy that one, everybody. Yep. It happens. Yep.
But
Yep.
It happens.
Yep. Dot. As Peraza, 0 for 2 on the night, had a hard hit ball his first time up, and he'll go the opposite way and foul it off.
Getting the pitch count up, though, and that's key. Robleski needs to throw a K right here.
But I was going to ask you how tired you are from all the preparation of today. But I think,
I'm exhausted.
But with the 6-2 Dodgers lead, I think it takes the edge off maybe a pinch.
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch.
Yeah, but by the end of this game, I'll be giving you the launch code. So
Yeah.
depending on how deep this goes, the Dodgers put up another 4 spot. We may
have to say goodnight early.
Yeah.
Put us to bed and out of our misery. But just for you, I guarantee knowing the Angels' luck, Dodgers win 6-5. They'll come all the way back just miss it by a hair.
Oh, Peraza is really trying to say, hey, we don't want to. we just want to get your pitch count up here, sir. Justin's like, dude, just put it in play or miss it.
Yeah. Give me something to work with. 94 pitches now with number 95 coming up to Warbleski. Inside and tight, 2-2, and all of a sudden the Angels figuring out how to properly approach the plate.
Mm-hmm.
It's magical.
So here's the thing too: if he goes back to this curveball, it better be down. If it's up, it's going to get hit.
Well, he did elevate a four-seam fastball, but Peraza swings right through it, and down he goes for out number 1. 5 strikeouts on the night for Warbleski.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly a good piece, a little bit behind on the swing, but power for power, pound for pound. Dodgers are able to get that one out as my doppelganger, Nolan Shonowell, skies this one deep to left center field. Pages will call off, making the grab. Joe Adell will not tag up as a great throw from Pages comes on in. Yeah. And the Angels, after having a runner at second, nobody out, already scoring 2 runs, unable to move Adell so far.
Yeah, and I actually thought that would have been the last batter for Warbleski, although Shumwell flies out on 1 pitch. So this is probably your last batter right here. It was Ohapi.
Wasn't the over-under Warbleski 6 innings today, I said? He would complete 6.
Well, it was 6 strikeouts.
But then I followed up with our good friend Nolan, 34, saying that I think he could probably get 6 innings because the bullpen had a bullpen day yesterday.
Yes.
So, am I right for the wrong reasons? Check swing probably did. Ooh, 1-1.
That's a gif after he just got double dribbled.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
When will the time come where we have the ABS system, we have instant replay? When will the time come that we have check swing appeals with the animated system?
I hope never. That would take forever because yeah. Come on, Justin. Get this.
Come on, Ohapi. Make us happy. Hammered. Well, that one's outside.
If that would have got this, I
would have
challenged that one.
Yeah.
From here.
We're channeling our inner Mark Gubaza, the former Angel broadcaster, Patrick O'Neill, Ohapi, Hammered, something. And that one's down 3-2.
Good choice.
Maybe he'll become on this next offering, walking over to first.
Or strikey.
It's the reverse Uno card.
There it is.
It's Poppy. Hoppy Poppy goes deep to right, and he will fly out for out number 3. The Angels do get a pair of runs in the 6th. They snap the 18-inning scoreless streak, their first run since the 5th inning on Wednesday against the Guardians.
Yeah.
At
least the ground crew's out there.
Ground crew's out.
Ground crew's out there. What do you think? Dodgers are going to put up another 5 spot?
No. We'll see.
Are you sure?
My guess, Chase Solseth not coming back out, so the Angels are going to have to go to the bullpen once again here tonight. In a very taxed bullpen that has, I guess, by some fans' metrics, they have been better of late in comparison. But we've talked about it multiple times. The 2 games that the bullpen blew against the Astros opening weekend. The 2 games they blew in the Bronx against the Yankees. The 2 games they blew against Kansas City. The Angels, at this point, come in with a record of 16-28.
20 or 29?
Or maybe 29. We'll go 29 here for the moment, and I'll double check. I'll look. Let's see. Scroll up.
Let's triple check that.
I want to triple check because this will make the point known to all mankind. But regardless, 16 wins for the Angels. They are 16-29. Bill takes the right call on that one.
So
22 and 23.
Are you looking to be the first to 3 or to 30 in any major league team? That was what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Rockies winning today keeps them at 28 losses. But those 6 games I mentioned, the 2 against the Astros, the Yankees, the Royals, that the bullpen blew late in the game in the 8th inning or later, turn those to wins. The Angels are 22-23, which would put them in second place behind the A's. That would make a lot of the woes that the Angels have suffered, especially offensively speaking, averaging 2.9 runs a game since April the 18th, it would feel much, much better, at least a little bit, to know we're going through this bad piece of the season, but still have a lot to hope for.
Robleski had a decent outing tonight. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts.
103 pitches, 6 innings of work. Funny enough, the Angels crushing the Dodgers in the hit category, 7-2. But in the 6th, it was the walks and hit by pitches that are a detriment to the Angels as the right-hander Jose Fermin comes into the ballgame in the 7th.
Yeah. And you can't argue when you have a starting pitcher that gets you 18 outs.
No.
That's where you want to be. That's where you want your starting pitchers to be.
Quality start tonight here for Robleski. As Fermin didn't make the opening day roster for the Angels, but comes up from AAA, 7 games, a 1-1 record, a 4.7 ERA, and 7.2 total innings of work. As the offering Betts got on base with a hit last time, or pardon me, his first at-bat was a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Working his way through a walk and a run scored, but still just batting 167 this year.
Yeah.
Is this a trend for Mookie Betts or just trying to get back into a rhythm?
I don't know that he was 100% healthy before he went out, so it might be a health issue, and it might be something where we're not too worried about it.
Well, and this is 2 straight years in a row a slow start for Mookie Betts, because last year had the sickness when going over to Japan for the opening series. So tough string of games for Mookie Betts, who has 4 more years on a contract. Yeah, and pretty much after that he said, "Done, retired. I had a good career."
Yeah.
Making the change also to shortstop in the middle of your career, not probably advised by many, but
well, that's where he was drafted as a shortstop, second baseman. But when he came up, they already had a shortstop over in Boston, and they had Dustin Pedroia, who you and I talked about
earlier today. Absolutely, yeah. When talking about cases for the Hall of Fame of who is going to probably be in the Hall of Very Good, or some could be in the Hall of Fame. Put not the blind taste test, but the blind number test in a way to see who kind of comes out on top at the end of the day. But, it's a big brotherhood out there in Cooperstown, and there's some people actively in baseball you are on the field here between these 2 teams today that you can say is going to be in the Hall of Fame. And the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, Ohtani would name 3 for the Angels.
100%.
For the Angels, you already know Mike Trout, as that one's lined in the left. Jose Siri there to make the grab for out number 1. Really, Angels really don't have anybody else right now on their active roster that would be that Hall of Fame worthy case.
Mike Trout and ...
Well, technically they're still paying Anthony Rendon, but I don't think Anthony Rendon's a Hall of Fame caliber player. Just saying.
Oh, come on.
Hall of Fame scammer, maybe, and scamming money. And by scamming, I mean putting pen to paper and then never playing a game. But that one's right on in there for a strike. Rough night for Freddie Freeman so far. And Freddie Freeman, the consistency elements we talked about, how would you grade the season? 267 average, 4 homers, 20 RBIs. I would say maybe a tick less of what we've seen from Freddie in the past.
Lots of doubles. He's finding the gaps. So lots of doubles, but yeah, a little struggle from where he's at. But let's see what he does the rest of May and turns around in June.
It helps that you have a guy named Kyle Tucker along the lines as a left-handed, spray hitter throughout your lineup. Which is very interesting for him to get the off day today as well. So the Angels, in this series, able to avoid Yamamoto, able to avoid Ohtani on the mound, who's been pitching lights out of late. No Kyle Tucker tonight. So even with some of these roadblocks out of the way, the Angels not taking advantage. Shocking. Down 6-2, and as Mad Max says, 2 runs. We've reached our max effort. It's done.
Yep.
So let's see what Freddie Freeman and Fermin do. Fermin, 97 sinker, leaving it way over the plate, but Freddie spoils it foul 2-2.
And Freddie knows that he missed that one right there.
Yeah.
He knows he missed that one.
That's World Series Nestor Cortez stuff right there.
Yeah.
Trust me, I can remember where I was when Freddie
hit the bomb.
hit the bomb. Is that what they're titling it? Hit the bomb, or what's the name of that?
That's my name.
That's your name for it. Is Fermin gets his first strikeout of the night. Down goes Freeman for out number 2. I know we had, in Dodger history, you had the Kirk Gibson, the double clutch, double pump. What is the name of that Freddie home running game one? Is there like a specific title for it by Dodger fans?
I don't know that I've heard one.
That's,
but
yeah.
It doesn't mean that there's not one out there.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I heard one. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
We were talking Hall of Fame earlier. Will
Okay.
Smith's at bat. Okay. Still relatively young in his career.
Correct.
But is he putting together a Hall of Fame career as a catcher? Remember, catchers aren't necessarily judged on how much they hit, but
Defensively speaking.
he could potentially have 300 career home runs.
Right now, I know you're going to pull up the numbers, I feel.
I'm
Of course you will.
numbers, but
And I
go
love
ahead.
Bill for that because we're both numbers guys. If his career ended today and we had to go off what he's done, I'd probably say no. He'd be in the Hall of Very Good in that case scenario because he's going to get the bombs. He's going to have the championship accolades. He's going to have the all-star accolades. Defensively speaking, I know a lot of people in modern day baseball compare catchers to guys like Yadier Molina, right?
Okay.
That's when people say, give me a Hall of Fame catcher since 2000. One of the first people you're going to say is Yadier Molina. Am I right? Or is there a catcher you would
No.
maybe say?
No, since 2000, Yachty. Since 2000, Mike Piazza was still playing.
Okay, Piazza would be. Now, here's a topic we talked about earlier,
So,
Buster Posey.
Okay.
That's where we kind of, in Buster Posey available this year's, in the fall, technically. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in May, so December's ballot is Smith, right on cue, ground ball through the left side with 2 outs. And the Dodgers getting their rally shoes going. Oh, wait, the Angels are the ones that are trailing 6-2.
Yeah, so I just pulled it up right here. Will Smith has a hit called Getting Jiggy with It, Men in Black, Summertime.
Slap Chris Rock.
Yeah, slap Chris Rock. Sorry, that's the wrong Will Smith. Okay, well, with this hit, he's now got 695 hits, 132 home runs, but he's still got 7 years left on his contract.
I'm going to say he's not a 2,000 hitter, getting 2,000 hits. Maybe 1,250 hits,
I'll give him 14.
1,400 hits. Okay. So let's round it up to some even numbers. 1,500 hits. He would have over 300 bombs.
About 280.
280, give or take a good season.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably, if I was a voter, I would really have to look at the defensive metrics.
8 World Series rings.
Okay, easy does it now. Otani's only there for, he would be there for another 8 years. So easy does it. As Pa has opposite way, Adele plays it well. To the 7th inning stretch we go.
7th inning stretch.
Angels have 7 hits. And if I tell you right now, they have 7 hits to the Dodgers 3, and the Angels are, knock on wood, errorless in this game, you would say, do the Angels have a chance? Sure. Do they?
Maybe.
No. They are losing in this moment. And this is what we like to say all the time. Do you think the Angels will get more runs than the Dodgers tonight?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Exactly. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The good old Russell Westbrook thing.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's befuddling.
You got to find the one in there. Playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
You got the playoff audio, all the fun things that Todd likes to add for the post-game show. Incorporating that tonight. Let's see. He has them all. Let's see. Well, you're going to hear this a lot at Angel Stadium tonight.
Yeah.
The Day-O.
Yeah.
And Dodger fans will do it too. And more from that. There is still the Honkish fans out there that think the season starts tomorrow. I'm telling you right now.
We suck again.
Yep. Then there's, if the Angels lose tonight, this is your sneak preview.
Oh no! We suck again!
Exactly. It's potential. There's so much. There is so much. Then with all of us losing brain cells potentially tonight.
Emotional damage!
Emotional damage. It could all happen. Everything could potentially happen.
In one sentence, it could all happen.
In one sentence, it could all happen. It's scary. It's sad. But we're here. Where are we again in Mission Viejo?
We're in Mission Viejo.
Well, yeah. Where? Yeah.
Top FAN Sports Clubhouse. Brand new, grand opening today. Lots of good stuff here. Lots of good merch. You can join our memberships. You can check out our events. We're going to have more events here, which, by the way, I think we should call another game here.
Oh, I think we are.
I think we are?
Right now I'm going through the Top FAN Rivalry Instagram page right now. I'm going to go backpedal here for a minute. So this morning, Todd was here with Renee celebrating the opening of the store. You had the big grand opening with the ribbons and everything. Come on out. Such good stuff. Then you had Bill with Bucky in the house. As Josh Lowe will pinch it for the Angels, Blake Trinan into the game as well here for the Dodgers. So a couple of, I don't want to say wholesale changes, but a couple of changes here as Lowe fouls that one off. And throughout the day, grand opening, a lot of great photos, a lot of great spots here at Top FAN Rivalries store at Mission Viejo. It's amazing.
Yep. Look at that. Dodgers pitching, 9 innings. Ooh, challenge that.
Bullpen yesterday was rocking for the Dodgers.
Challenge
9
that, Will.
shutout frames. As now, here we roll. Everybody watching along. Definitely, probably a better broadcast than
Josh Lowe.
Others today. Josh Lowe
Strike 3.
striking out on a high fastball. His 167 average will drop with his 4 homers and 10 RBIs.
And his namesake, Brandon Lowe, hit 2 home runs yesterday.
Yeah, see? It happens in that case.
So I have a friend named Brandon. He has Brandon Lowe, and he has a son named Josh. So it always cracks me up. That's why I was telling Amber, look.
Yep. So Lowe into the game. Siri out after picking up his first hit of his Angels career, his last time up. Back to the top of the order in Vaughn Grisham.
Okay, prediction.
Yep.
Ground ball shortstop.
Popped up shallow right with the second baseman making the grab. Trying to go the opposite way against Trinan, but it'll fail.
Let's see what we got.
1-0. Oh, ground ball left side, third base.
Max.
Over to
So
first
close.
in time. So you got the...
But mine was closer.
Yours was closer,
Yeah,
unfortunately. And again, Angels fans doing the charity work to allow the Dodgers fan in Bill to be happy on his store's grand opening day.
Yes.
It's always good to do a little charity work. And right now, the Angels are doing it in must-see TV fashion. As Mike Trout 0 for 3 on this night, a strikeout and a couple of pop-ups. As he watches one down Broadway Street at 96 miles an hour. As Trinan into the ball game. Mikey trying to get on base, help my fantasy team if anything else tonight. Good eye. Watching that one.
That was close.
And Mike will channel his inner Ohtani and grab the baseball back and bring it back.
It's halfway down the first base line, but let me grab that real quick.
Trout needs to do, the bow and the bow and everything else. Oh. Let's see what we got. Come on, Mikey. I wore your jersey for a reason. Good high take, 2-1.
Well, he's 3-0 with 0 for 3 with your jersey on. So
And it'll turn around. All you need is one hit to get your day going. All you need is one hit to start a great chain reaction. As a good take, 3-1 to Mike Trout. I like this. Get on base.
Ground ball Mookie.
Single. No. It's
Ground
Mike Trout.
Mookie.
We're going to go walk. We're going to go
We're
a
gonna go
walk
ground
for
ball
Mike
Mookie.
Trout.
We're going to go ground ball Mookie.
Let's see. Mike Trout, the 3-1 from Trinan, is foul. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It's either ground ball, Mookie, or strikeout.
It's going to be a walk. And we're going to extend this inning, and then Zach Neto will end it. I tell you, fans, it's been tough sledding so far.
Angel clowns.
Yep. Teamer 20, Angels equal clown. Cue the circus music. We could, and we might, if the Angels don't get any runs in this inning. I may have to tee it up in just a moment. If I can find it. Oh, I already did. Is that a sign? Hopefully not. Come on, Mike Trout. 2-7. Well, the Angels have 2 runs in the 7th inning, so it's Mike Trout's moment. 2-7.
And he's batting second.
And he's batting second. And he fouls this one off. And I think this is now what? Oh, no, more than 7 pitches in this at bat now.
Yeah, it's pitch number 27. Poor Trennan.
Oh, it is pitch 7.
Wow, there we go. So
oh, the numbers.
8. By the numbers.
Hey, we've been talking numbers all night. Setting up inside the 3-2 pitch. Trout, ground ball, foul, and we'll go to pitch 8, and that throws off the number pattern.
Yeah, because Angels got 2 runs to the 7th inning. Mike Trout's batting second. I mean, it all trickles down at some point. Yeah.
Hey, 8 total pitches, 4 of them fouls. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 2 for
Right.
Trout, 2-7.
2-7.
We do math now. As Mike pops this one foul. 9th pitch of the at-bat, 2-7 equals 9.
There we go.
Yep. See?
Do we have a 10th pitch?
Wait, Trinan's number 49. 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. I'm going crazy here, folks. Mike Trout, and he takes the walk.
4.
Dominick is right to walk.
All right, so Zach Neto.
Ooh, 2-run home run? Yeah, Bill's like, yeah, in what century?
Nah.
Why not? Let's go for the gusto. Zach Neto, 2-run blast off Trinan. Why not? Well, ground ball. There's your ground ball, the Mookie, to end the frame. 1 pitch, gets the out.
You
were
said
just
he was going to end it. You said he was going to end it.
So I got right there, and then your Mookie was 1 batter off. So what do the Angels do? We got the clown music playing. It's amazing. It's amazing. The Angels got a long way to go. We go to the top of the 8th, getting to the latter stages of this portion. Dodgers leading 6-2. The Angels will not be no hit. They won't be shut out tonight. So again, more entertaining moral victories for this franchise. It's great.
First to 30.
The Angels are going to be the first team to 30. We don't need to say what 30 it is, but first team to 30.
Okay, say it.
When you get out 27, you can say it. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
6
more outs. More outs.
It deals with wins and losses, and probably more so the back end. Did I say that? I'm so sorry, Angels fans. What have we done? Oh, my goodness gracious.
Boy, I'm looking at some of these comments from before.
Yeah.
Back up, man.
Yeah, it's rough. It is a rough sledding night. Artie sucks saying soulless, gutless team right now. Not a good one at this moment. Which one?
Fred says, why do you have a Dodger hoodie behind you, Trader? Well,
yes.
Because you're in the store. And the Angel one is right there, too.
Yep.
So.
I would never be a traitor to my Angels, no matter how good, how bad, how ugly it gets.
You don't have to be a traitor to the Angels.
I will never. I will stay true to
I'd
my
rather
team.
Watch Little League Angels. Okay.
Yeah.
Halo Nation forfeit the season. Worst game ever. All right. Well.
I don't know if I would call it the worst. As I said earlier, I don't know if I would call it the worst game ever.
Definitely not the best one.
Then we have this one. Ship Suzuki back to Hawaii. Oh boy! Again, let's talk about this for a moment. Okay. Kurt Suzuki, first-year manager, as Alek Manoah comes out of the bullpen for the Angels. 2 games, 6 innings, no runs, 3 strikeouts, 5 walks to his credit. And he's sporting I don't want to say it's a rivalry series look, but the red and the purple, or maybe if it's a little bit of blue working and kind of shipping up this series.
Something.
Kurt Suzuki, first-year manager. the pieces you've been given at your disposal,
Mm-hmm.
how would you grade objectively the Angels opening day roster?
This is a tough one because you're saying what tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give him. Max hit the crap out of it.
As Max Muncy, the swing and bunt that stays fair, the Angels were shifted, and it's a leadoff single for Max Muncy in the 8th.
Jeez.
When things are rolling your direction, it just rolls just right.
He hit the crap out of that one. Even Woodward's over there laughing.
He was like, "Really? You got hit the gym, Max Muncy?" And it topped off the plate and just didn't sail enough foul. Even if Grisham,
Max, he's like,
I guess so.
Give me a little love. Give me a little love.
Even if Grisham was playing routine third, infield base hit, maybe you gotta.
That's a hard play, yeah. So overall, to your question, I'm going to answer it in twofold.
Go for it.
Okay. Number one, the tools he was given, not awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, how is he doing with the tools that he was given? I actually probably say C+.
Yeah. As that one's grounded softly to Neto. He is safe at second, out at first instead of flicking it to get the lead runner in Muncy, not the fleetest of foot. Neto decides to take it to the bag himself.
That is a mental mistake.
And let's see, does he get there? No. And Peraza kind of backed off too, so yeah, Neto, you got to get the lead runner. I would just underhand it to Peraza, get at least one out, which you do, but instead of runner in scoring position and a runner at first, it's no, that foot, yep.
Even Ty goes to the runner there, so you're not going to get any of that.
Yep.
So now base hit scores an insurance run.
Yeah. So again, C+ effort on opening day.
Yeah.
Or at least how you utilizing the pieces so far. And again, injuries come with the territory of the game.
Mm-hmm.
We know that already.
Yeah, 100%.
And losing both of your catchers is not ideal, regardless if they're playing great or they're playing bad. Those are your two starters for a reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So not having that opportunity has been tough for Suzuki. I think sometimes the management of the bullpen, but again, Jordan Romano was your closer, and then you release him 1 month into the season, right? And what more can you lose? The Angels were supposed to have, or at the end of last season, Kenley Jansen, Andrew Chafin. They decided to not bring those guys back and trust guys like Romano, Yates, Joyce, Stevenson. 2 of those guys are hurt. 1 of those guys is in the bullpen, and 1 of those guys is a free agent.
So I know Angel fans don't love Suzuki, but again, look at the tools that he was given. Look at the team that he's given, and tell me that he's not doing the best he could as a first-year manager. I mean, remember, he played with Mike Trout.
Mm-hmm.
He's now managing Mike Trout, so it's an entirely different thing.
Yeah, I'm saying as an Angel opinion, am I blaming Suzuki for why we're losing? No. I would say maybe, no higher than a C rating on all facets combined. No.
Like a piece of bun cake.
Oh my gosh, we have cake? We're going to eat my feelings today? Thank you, Amber. We have cake. We're going to eat my feelings. How Italian is this? Oh, let's see. Come on. Celebrating the grand opening with cake? And what's great about this is the shops at Mission Viejo is closed. However, we are still in the shop doing this game, Angels-Dodgers, top of the 8th inning, 6-2 Dodgers. And we're going to enjoy a little cake. Hey, Angel fans know this one. Mark Gubaza and Wayne Randazzo, they eat on the air all the time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go. Manja, everybody. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
That's very good stuff right there.
That is nothing but cakes, good stuff. As Carl will walk. So another runner on base.
That actually helps you because now you got
double play.
You set yourself up for double play.
But hey, guys, we're literally Mark Gubas on Wayne Randazzo in the middle of the game. We're eating our feelings.
Eating the feelings.
And
It's
guess what?
Really good cake.
And there's no rodent poop in it.
Oh yeah, that's.
It's a double bonus. Good
Step in the
cake,
right direction.
no poop.
You cannot be walking batters here.
Batter number 9, Kim. Big swing and a miss. 0 for 3 on the night so far. As even though we've gotten to the tough part of the game. Angels down 6-2 in the 8th. Manoah trying to throw up a 0. As that one will work. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Sure.
But talk to me a little bit on the Dodgers' perspective. Having Tucker not playing tonight. Call gets the call as Alek Manoah strikes out Kim for out number 2. The Dodgers system. I know Tibbs out in AAA is a prospect to look after. How do the Dodgers continue to balance the offense, or outfield offense, I should say?
So it's gonna be tricky because you still have 1 more year with Teoscar. You have 4 years with Mookie if he gets into the outfield. You got Kyle Tucker for another 2 years after this one, and Andy Paez. You're not getting rid of Andy Paez anytime soon.
No.
And so he was supposed to be an Angel, wasn't he? In that
Rengifo, that would have been Ross. Was that the Ross Stripling trade?
Jock Peterson, Ross Stripling,
Paez, who was the number 1 top 5 prospect at the time, I believe.
He says got something on your shirt.
No, that's me.
Oh.
I have Angels on my shirt.
Oh.
Yep. No cake. As that one down the right field line, ground rule double. Dodgers score 7-2. And that ball's in play. It went over and hit the netting on the right side of the foul pole. And now, coming all the way in is Ohtani. And I think, is that a...
I think they're going to call that a ground rule double. They better call that a ground
But
rule.
yeah, the Angels right here on the right side of the foul pole, there's a little bit of a netting to protect the fans that sit right up against the pole. So it looked like it went into, it goes right in. That is the netting that protects the fans down the foul line. If that netting is not there, that is a ground rule double. Kurt Suzuki immediately comes out to talk to the umpires. Thank you, Amber. More cake to eat our feelings here. As now 3 umpires get together, the ball just
didn't signal it. And so this is going to be an interesting call.
The first base umpire signaled safe, which means ball in play. So if the ball is in play, did Ohtani just hit an inside the Parker? That would be the call right now. So that would mean 9-2. But as it bounces fair, it hits the netting. Not even a question if it hits the net. And it got caught in the netting before dropping down. So again, in this case, this should be ground rule double. If that net was not there, it goes into the crowd, ground rule double, and they're now officially reviewing it.
They're challenging it, but the players have to play. When you see the safe move,
yes,
the players have to play.
And Ohtani running his heart out. He's chilling on the bench. Now, this is a manager's challenge. Manager challenge.
So how do you overturn it when you call it safe to begin with?
Well,
how do you overturn it?
You see it hits the net, which means it would have went over the wall. That's a ground rule double. Double for Ohtani. Call goes to third. 1 run comes in, 7-2. That's as simplistic as I could probably say it.
Mookie's going to come up and hit a 3-run home run.
Wouldn't be the last thing in the world.
Grisham.
Let's see. Hoppy was the first one to point and say that it ricocheted, and the home plate umpire said, kind of nodding, saying, I know what you're already going to tell me, and I have a feeling that might be the case. And they're going to say, reading the lips, the call has been confirmed, and Ohtani will grab his batting gloves and hat or helmet, and he will go back. No. They're going to call it an inside the park home run. No. Oh, my. Ohtani gets a 3-run inside the park home run. The call was wow. The call The call.
Oh no.
The call was confirmed that it did not hit the netting.
Oh no. If I'm Suzuki, I'm getting.
Wow.
Exactly. If I'm Suzuki, I'm.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So the only thing that you would have, the only argument that you would have here with any of this is what is the ground rule when you come in during,
Because if we're going based on this precedence now, what umpires and the review system is saying is that when a ball lands fair and bounces into the netting, because all ballparks have that netting nearly down the right. Some ballparks have it right up to the foul pole.
Right,
Some have
right,
it just
right.
before the foul pole. So what you're saying is if it bounces fair and goes into the netting and drops back into the field of play, it is still a live ball. If that netting is not there like it was 3, 4, 5 years ago, it's in the crowd, ground rule double. So how can you say a ball hits the net and it's fair? This isn't hockey where you can use the boards and the glass to keep a puck in play. And this is what I love about Bill. Even though he's a Dodger fan and he's going to love a 9-2 lead.
I don't like this. This one I don't like.
Yeah.
This one I don't like because most outfielders know that when it hits the net, it's a dead ball. But what do they discuss in the pregame, right? When they meet up in the
coaches meeting.
Yeah, when they meet up in the coaches meeting up at home plate, do they say, hey, our nets go all the way down to the foul pole? So if it goes into that net, it's still in play because it's
clear as day that it hits the net, gets stuck in the net. There is no, I think anybody with two eyes can see that it bobbles around the net. And now Mookie, fly ball, left field. Well, you got your prediction right of a home run, so it really
would have been a 3-run Jimmy Jack.
It would have been a 3-run Jimmy Jack anyway. It does change the complexion of the at-bat. And Manoah, in 2 games out of the pen, I jinxed it, had no runs given up. He's given up 4, and it's 10-2 Dodgers in the 8th, and this is getting out of hand.
This is very much getting out of hand. This is
2 bad innings for the Angels pitching. If they didn't happen, the Angels would technically have a 2-1 lead.
Yep.
But shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Well, and this is the value of scoring when you got runners on base.
Yep.
So these guys aren't scoring.
As Freddie goes the opposite way, foul.
Into
the netting. That's a fair ball. Start running. My goodness gracious.
So, again, the Angels had 2 innings where they had runners on third base. You put 1 or 2 of those guys in, and at that point in the game,
2-1, 3-1.
It could have been 3-1, whatever. Yeah, and it's a whole different complexion. Now it's 10-2. You guys have 6 defensive outs. This is not going to end well.
Yeah. It feels like the Angels are on a bull. You got to be on for 8 seconds to survive. The Angels are barely saddling up on the bull, and you're already getting bucked off.
Yeah.
It's been one of those nights again. Wow. So in this series, 16-2 in favor of the Dodgers, scoring-wise.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's, again, I don't like that.
Freddie's
having a rough night.
Why couldn't Freddie have the home run at least for my fantasy team? Mike Trout makes the catch, inning over. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 10-2 Dodgers after the solo shot by Betts and the 3-run inside the park home run by Ohtani. That clearly went in the netting. They would have scored anyway with the Betts homer. Yes. But again, maybe you pitched to Mookie Betts differently. And
maybe you do.
You can't assume anything in baseball.
No.
But in the moment that should have been a ground rule double for Ohtani.
That's true.
That was the replay official saying, but it's Ohtani. We got to give it to him for the MVP odds.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's been more of a pitcher than a hitter this year for the Dodgers. So giving him the benefit of the doubt and snake bitten.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying everything at home. It's a Saturday night. We're in the middle of May. I don't even know how to feel. I think that play with Ohtani legitimately conceptualizes what the Angels have gone through this year. You think you've seen everything, and then it drops. And it drops hard like a sack of potatoes. And it just... I'm speechless. As a guy who can talk all day long, I am absolutely speechless.
I don't love this, and I literally want to see how social media responds and how people respond to this, because to me, even as a Dodger fan, that is not a home run.
Yep. Mike saying BS call of the year, giving Ohtani that home run when the ball clearly went out of play. Yeah.
No, Mike, I agree with you, and I'm a Dodger fan.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Even from the jump, we were like, oh, this should be a, ground rule double. And
but
not even close.
But there's also a fallacy on the Angels side, which is they didn't continue to play it. They just kind of let it be. I'll be interested to see what MLB says after this too, because how does New York look at that and not call that? And unless again, I keep saying this, unless you have something at the beginning of the game where the managers come to the plate and say, hey, we've got the net all the way down to the foul pole.
Yeah.
If it hits past this point, it's game on.
But in most case scenarios, as Mills comes into the bowl game out of the pen for the Dodgers to face Soler, who is one of the few Angels tonight with a multi-hit affair, 2 for 3, bumping his average up to 224 this season, scored a run when the Angels scored 2 runs in the 6th, and now Soler nearly gets whacked on that one. And
he wasn't throwing at you, dude. I know that.
No, I think no history between Mills and Soler like Ronaldo Lopez of the Braves, but did it clip him at all? No, gets out of the way just in time.
Had 3 very bad pitches to start out the at-bat, and
no.
So if Soler's upset about that, then that's just on him.
Yeah, no, he looks cool, calm, collective. Who knows if he's even faced Mills before in his past is the offering. Ball 4.
No.
Will Smith is willing to try. What do you got to lose? Down up 10-2.
Up 10-2.
I'm going to say it's probably going to be a strike.
Nope.
Might have had an edge. Ooh, less than 0.1 millimeters.
Yeah, that one was
0.3, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Soler on base for the 3rd time today. That may be your Angels player of the game. I'm just saying.
No, the Angels player of the game was the net.
As
they keep showing the replay.
But again, if anybody sees it, how, if you're watching the replay, how can you say it didn't hit anything? When you see the net jiggle and it kind of tucked into where the
and the ball dropped,
the thick wiring that holds the frame wiring, it almost tucked and came back in.
There's a lot of blue in that stadium, by the way.
Yeah, well, that happens. Again,
there's a lot of blue in that stadium.
I always say Dodger fans are not the greatest, but
they travel well.
They travel well, and not all Dodger fans are bad. Clearly, Bill is an example.
Well,
Amber's an example as well. She's,
thank you.
She gets to sit back in the chair and relax after a hard day's work, watch the Dodgers beat up the lonely Angels. As Adele nearly gets clipped on the elbow, maybe this is it. 8-run 8th inning. Maybe the Angels want to give a little retribution here. Score 8 in the 8th to extend this game and keep you up a little more.
Well, that could happen. But
yeah,
I'm telling you what. Oh my gosh, Mills.
Wow, 7 straight out of the zone for Mills, who has a little bit of a sink action to that delivery.
I'm not loving this.
I'm eating
by 8 runs.
Hey, you're up 8. I'm eating cake. I need to eat my feelings.
Pitch to contact. Throw a strike.
3-0. Ball 4. 2-1, baby. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
Which game? This one?
One within the 162.
Okay.
One of the 162.
I believe you'll get to 31st. I believe you'll get to 31st.
Yep.
Look at that. 8 pitches, all balls. And I swear if he swings, I'm going to scream. Thank you.
That was a ball, but it gets called a strike.
Nah, clip the zone. Clip the zone.
Oh, wait. The Angels don't got any more.
Yeah.
2 bad ones tonight by the Angels.
Yeah. Shumwell's was pretty bad.
And in a situation where a pitcher's off his rocker right now, that one would have been a strike. Okay, fair take by Peraza. But still, if that one was a ball and you challenged it and got it right,
You have
9 straight balls against a reliever mentally.
Yep.
What are we doing here?
You've got to not ground and double play here. You got to avoid the ground out.
And by Bill's metric, that's probably what's about to happen. As the 0-2, Peraza could take 1-2. I'm scoping through social media right now to see what the comments are because the Dodgers broadcast has shown the net, I think, more times than Ohtani tonight.
Yes.
And that says a lot. As Peraza skies this one out in his center field, Pages has been busy. He'll make the grab for out number 1. Again, Angels with runners in scoring position, unable to do anything about it thus far. Yep. Ball clearly bounces off the net. A lot of Angel fans are questioning manager Kurt Suzuki right now, saying, after that call, why are you not – you're down 9-2 at that point. Why isn't it not worth getting ejected and showing a little fire? As that one's right on in there to Shonowell, 0-1 and Mills, finding the box once again.
Yeah, if I'm Suzuki, I'm getting tossed.
That one's
I'm
that
getting
one's
tossed.
we're another view of the net. That net is going to need to sign autographs tomorrow. Everybody's going to take
sitting behind it. just
everybody's
chilling.
going to take photos in front of the net at the day game, and we're like, "This is the one that Ohtani hit the inside the park homer." Has Ohtani had an inside the park homer in his career, or is that the first?
It might be the first.
If that's the first, there's an asterisk on that, just like the Dodgers 2020 championship. Ooh, did I say? I'm so sorry.
Again.
Angels 19.8% chance to get the number 1 pick in 2027 right now is infill fly rule called, out number 2, and a wasting of a situation right now.
Keep wasting it.
Yep. Megatech guys saying, again, the lack of leadership with the Angels. It's not just the players, it's the leadership as well.
Yeah.
Angels have had bad seasons, but right now, through the first 46 games, this might be one of the ugliest of starts. And this is after the Angels, after that Seattle Mariners series, were 1 game over 500.
Yeah, things have changed quite a bit, and I'm not quite. I can't figure out the morale of the team, right? I know the morale of the fans because I talk to you guys all the time, but
of course,
I can't figure out the morale of the team. Logan O'Hoppy's back. That's good, right? That's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Logan O'Hoppy could be a spark plug. He got a hit today. He's 1 for 3, but not loving that
swing as it's fouled away. And the Angels were 8-8 when they won their series in Cincinnati on April the 12th. They go to New York, split the series. So coming back, and then the day of the news, Garrett Anderson passing away in that first game against the Padres in that 8-0 win, the Angels were 11-10 as O'Hoppy skies it to center. Pages catches it. Was it a trap ball? He lost his sliding mitt. They're going to say out number 3. I would love to see a replay. I think he made the grab. Was it trap? No, that is a catch.
No,
and for the
that's a catch.
second time tonight, Andy Pages robs the Angels of a base hit. Shonowell early where he slammed the glove. It would have tied the game at 1 in the third. And now what could have been an extra run to make it at least 10-3. Yep. And who knows if it bounces, gets away. Maybe the Angels would have had their own inside the park.
Maybe, but you need a net for that.
Yep, you need something. But here, the Angels on Friday, when they went to bed, on Friday, April the 17th, 11-10 record, and they were within the top 2 positions in the American League West.
Okay.
Then, all of a sudden, the wheels completely fall off. Since April 18th, when the Angels have been averaging 2.9 runs a game, they beat Toronto 7-3 in the day game at home. They beat the Mets 4-3 in extras on May the 2nd. Took 2 of 3 from the White Sox, and then last Sunday against Toronto. Since April 18th, the Angels have won 5 games.
It's rough.
5 games. So they've gone from 11-10 to potentially 16-30, which would put them at 5-20 in their last 25 games.
So I just put up on the Top Fan Rivalry Twitter, I just asked the simple question: home run or a double for Ohtani? And I'm waiting to see what I get back. So I got 172 impressions so far.
In 3 minutes.
Yes. And one person says it should be an HR. Oops, interesting.
And look at that, good
catch.
thumb save. Unless there's something in the Angel Stadium book that says the netting is fair game. But I have never seen netting in foul territory
the
fair.
Angels have the netting all the way to the foul pole. So
just short of the foul pole by maybe a few, like probably this amount of distance.
yes, exactly. And so you've got to.
Well, the question would be right fielder Joe Adele. He kind of looked for a moment and saying he pointed. Then, of course, the field umpire said no. So Adele had to pick up the ball and get things going as the relay throw skipped under the glove of Peraza, then rolled to third. And even Ohtani was looking at the rest of the Dodgers teammates when the call was made. Hey, you just got a homer. And he looked like, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding? That's
Even
not
Ohtani disagrees with the call as Will Smith fouls this one off.
As
Top of the ninth inning.
As future first ballot guy, Will Smith.
It would take time for that one.
Well, there's a lot of empty seats there, but a lot of blue is
Oh, yeah.
sticking around.
I love my team. I love my Angels. Can I stomach right now what's going on? No. But I am a faithful. I would stay to the very end. I've stayed through some bad Angel games. Last year, in particular, I was at a Angels-Cubs game, middle of August. Got a really neat hat because it's about the experience for the City Connect jerseys. City Connect jersey hat.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. Little fuzz, the red and white. Gorgeous. Angels lose 12-1. Cubs a throttling. A couple of guys hit multi-home runs. You would say, hey, maybe you shouldn't pitch to that guy. Sure, why not? Let him have another home run. Oh, and one of those guys was Kyle Tucker, had 2 home runs. Oh, look, he's on the Dodgers. Look at that, how it comes full circle in this small world of baseball that we live in.
So we're still playing by the numbers, and this is I joke about the 30, but here's the reality. If you're going to be a good team, you got to win series, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you got to take 4 out of 6 games
Mm-hmm.
every week, or
5 of 7, or
yeah.
6 of 7, or
so if you
whatever.
guys take 4 out of 6 every week, right now you at the end of this, it'll take you 7 weeks
to get out of the hole
to be 500. 7 weeks. So that means that takes you
All-Star
into
break.
The All-Star break, correct?
Yep.
And that's winning series, every series that you play for the next.
Nope. Slipping off the rubber is Manoah 3-2. But yeah, no, I agree. Winning series. And again, in a perfect world, you play 2 teams you're chasing in the AL West this week. 4 with the A's, 3 with the Rangers. You
Right.
win 5 of 7. You feel good that you just gained 3 games in the standings, right?
Yeah.
In theory. Now, if you're the Dodgers, the Padres, who are toe-to-toe right now in the NL West, winning 5 of 7 could put you from 1 game back. If the Padres get swept 2 straight series and you win 5 of 7, you now got a 4-game lead in the division or so. The Angels, when you're going to be potentially 16-30, 14 games under 500.
It takes 7. Yeah, it takes 7 weeks, which is insane.
And I said before, and we get hold up. I just have a message here. I'm going to show you this. I think we might have to invoke that so he can endure some of the pain tonight as well.
Okay,
I think we
sure,
will.
absolutely. And then, but let's keep the pregame or postgame a little short.
Yes.
I'm getting a little tired.
Oh, of course. No doubt about it.
Yes, 100%.
I'll let him know. We will have a surprise guest for the postgame show.
Yes, 100%. Shohei's home run will be a topic of conversation.
It'll be more of a rapid fire style of postgame show. We'll try, once this game closes out, because the Angels just don't want to leave here. And I think maybe Artie Moreno demanded a 3-hour performance, which wouldn't be shocking, right? Keep the beer sales going and
Yeah.
the Kathy's cookies and everything else. The good
Hey,
old.
listen, Kathy's cookies are good.
Oh, dude, you don't even need to tell me twice.
There you go.
Paez.
Man.
Chew on it and nobody out. And the Angels are not going to go to the bullpen. Manoah, you need to save the bullpen for tomorrow. The Angels have no off days this week. They are giving you supreme joy right now, the Dodgers. But you're like, okay, we've hit the. Is there a mercy?
Insane.
Where's the mercy rule?
This is ridiculous. This is getting bad.
As Grinding Crime says, bro, we suck. 8 runs in 5 games. But Halo fans get mad at the pitching. Yes. And the hitting has not been there as well. Let's see. Woo. Max Muncy.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty.
3-run Jimmy Jack.
Oh, please.
3-run Jimmy Jack.
If he. Okay, I'll say this here. If.
Amber, can you take this for me?
If Max Muncy scores a 3-run Jimmy Jack, we're immediately starting the postgame show.
Perfect.
We will start the postgame show.
Perfect.
Oh, ground ball. Oh! Ground ball back to Manoah. He goes to second to start the double play. Air mails it over Zach Neto. Will Smith scores 11-2 Dodgers.
Do you have the...
Well, breaking news, we will be starting the postgame show early tonight in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes because this blank has hit the fan.
Do you have the Bad News Bears theme song on here? That is
I
probably
think
where you need, right?
the best thing I can do is go back to certain. Then you have this. It's the EDM club of the fart noises at Angel Stadium because those helmet nachos are stinking up the joint. LA Dodgers leading the LA Angels 11-2 in this bitter, tested crosstown rivalry. It is so close, we're sweating.
17-2 in the last 18 innings. This is awesome.
This is the most fun.
Oh,
ground ball. Oh, what a stop by Grisham. He's got nowhere to go. Another run comes in, 12-2. But wait. Moral victory here. You have to admit, a great stab by Grisham on the backhand to kind of skip it.
Spike himself.
Well, that too. There's anything's up for bid right now. But on that chopper down the third base line to get over to your left, great range. But
he didn't even get it out of his glove either.
Even if this was a 0-0 game, that's not the sound's coming from our mics. Yep.
That's good old Bad News Bears.
Good
right
old
there.
Bad News Bears and the Angels. Bad News Halos.
Oh, this is too funny.
As we will give you a programming note for those that are joining along with us. Typically, you'll be getting ready for the Halos in the Infield Todd Fox postgame show. Todd, who had some family commitments, wasn't able to stay here tonight to be with us on the live stream. However, in just about 5 or so minutes, he will be coming into the live stream because we are going to start the postgame show early. As this one, the Angels are down 12-2 in the top of the 9th. It was a close game through 5 innings. The Angels were down 1-0, but then a 5-run frame from the Dodgers in the 6th. A lot of walks, a lot of hit by pitches. The Angels did get 2 on a 2-run double by Joe Adell. That is the only bright spot of this game. Soriano did have 6 strikeouts before the wheels fell off in the 6th.
So the Angels made it very competitive. There's just some games where it's just at one point the Angels had 6 hits and no runs, and the Dodgers had one hit and 4 runs.
Yeah.
And it's just there's nights like that. and now you're going to walk a guy.
Yeah.
So
Thurman saying Dodgers bench players could literally put angel gear on right now and give the honkers a better show than what we're watching now.
yeah,
We should be mercy ruled right now. 12-2 in the ninth.
And heads should roll. There should be some stuff.
Yeah,
that should be happening in the office, but we'll see. I mean, you guys swept the Dodgers last year in the crosstown rivalry.
Yeah, and all of them were close, competitive matchups in that case.
She okay? She's trying to figure the link. Oh, okay.
It's Alex Call at the plate, 1 for 3. He had kind of that busting of the floodgates hit as that one is swung on and missed. Manoah gets out number 1 of the ninth, but it was Call's single to left that really exacerbated the Dodgers' 5-run 6th inning.
Manoah is sweating out there like he's.
Soriano was sweating too. The humidity tonight at Angel Stadium.
He's sweating like a sinner in church. I'm telling you, this guy is.
On the East Coast, it is midnight.
There we go. Han-Sung Kim for a 2-run double right here. And then you got Shohei.
Scooby 23, LAA saying, we're so bad when we can't beat the MLB backed $1 trillion all deferred super team.
That's a super team, sir.
The super team.
The super team.
Or as Bill likes to say, America's super team.
America's team.
America's team.
Period.
Period. The end.
Oh, heads up.
Down and in the dirt.
No, don't blame the dirt, dude. You're not throwing strikes.
Yeah. It's been a rough night for Manoah out of the pen.
Bases loaded for Shohei.
As Ohtani on deck. If Kim gets on, it would be bases loaded.
Oh, how awesome would that be for a grand slam?
Down in there for a strike, 2-1.
How awesome would that be?
Oh.
Shohei 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, a net assist. It's pretty awesome.
What is this, hockey? A net assist?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Ay. Manoah sweating like a sinner at church, down and in 3-1, and we were inches away from an Ohtani bases loaded opportunity.
Oh, here comes Todd.
All right, let me adjust the screen momentarily for our good friend, the one, the only. This man wasn't able to be on the stream tonight, but because of this blowout shenanigans situation, Todd in the house. Great timing. Hi, Todd.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Doing
great.
Doing great. You come on at a beautiful time. I don't know if you're watching the game in the studio from home as we speak, or you've given up at this point.
I've given up.
Okay, good. Bases loaded. I'm not going to give you the score because I want to still give you a little glimmer of hope. Absolutely. I only have water at the moment. But we won't say the score, and we're going to pretend like it's a close game. Ninth inning, bases loaded, and Ohtani's at the plate.
Do we have a position player to face Ohtani?
Can Suzuki pitch or
can Suzuki pitch? I don't know. Can managers pitch?
Well, obviously, I think he could pitch better than he can manage. So
at this point, that
that
one goes high and away 2-0, and this is kind of how the sixth inning began, where a couple of hits, a couple of walks, and it led to disastrous outing. Let's just rip the bandage off, and after the top of the ninth, we'll do the typical post-game, intros and everything. The Ohtani 3-run inside the park homer. As Ohtani rips this one in right field, down it goes. 1 run comes in. 2 runs come in. Will 3 runs come in to make it more embarrassing? No. A 2-run. Oh, no, yes, a 3-run double. 15-2 in the ninth.
21-2 so far in the series. I like those odds. I will say this, Bill and Dom, as I thank you for welcoming me into the show.
To your show.
Well, yeah, either way. I will say this.
He doesn't want to claim it.
Yeah, not tonight anyway. This is the worst managed team I have ever seen. I said this last night that Kurt Suzuki makes Magic Johnson look like Phil Jackson in the NBA when he coached. This Kurt Suzuki is way in over his head. He should have never taken this job. He's terrible. I mean, he makes, not only do we have an incompetent organization, we have an incompetent GM, We have just an entire coaching staff outside of Gibbons and Maddox that are qualified to be on that bench. Everybody else sucks. And Kurt has been, for a guy, and just, I'm not even mentioning the analytics guys. Which I ripped the new one last night.
Yep.
Those guys are terrible. Like they are super. You saw what happened. Bill, you guys have been watching the game. When they get guys on base, you get first and second. What's the approach for the next three batters? Uppercut swings. And what happens? Pop out, pop out, pop out. That happened last inning.
Yep.
Yeah. And then tonight, it's hero ball. They want to do home runs. Yeah, this is exactly what happened. Joe Adele finally gets that nice double to right center field. They score 2 runs.
Yep.
And I told Steve Elise, I said, he's not leaving second base. And she's like, why? He doesn't want to run? I'm like, no, because they're going to leave him there. It's going to be hero ball again. And they did hero ball, and 1, 2, 3. That's it. I mean, they are the most predictable baseball team. They don't adjust when the other team adjusts. The Dodgers, if they need to hit the other way, they try to hit the other way. If they see an opening on the infield, they try to hit towards that opening. I mean, listen, they've had their scuffles, but even with their scuffles and their bad approaches yesterday, they have the talent to hit the home runs, and those 3 home runs were the difference in the game while the Angels are just up there swing for the fences, but they don't have the talent to do that. And they don't play to their capabilities or what makes those players good. And I believe it's speed and contact. And when you're taking the best parts of your players that you have, because this roster doesn't suck. This roster could produce if they were utilized right. I'm sorry I went off on a rant, but that's what it comes down to me right now. It just comes down to they are not utilizing the best things on this team. And then what's going to happen is what you saw tonight. Wayne is just oozing like, I can't believe they scored 6 runs with only 1 hit, and Soriano unraveled. Okay, he's allowed to. The guy's been giving up 1 or 2 runs per game. This offense sucks. Why don't you start?
Breaking news, Adam Frazier into the ball game to pitch and gives up a single to Espinal, the pinch hitter for the Dodgers. Runners on the corners and 1 out.
You see, and we're leading the league in losses, and we're also
this guy's dangerous. Dalton Rushing, saw him in the minors.
Oh, he's good.
This cat is dang good.
He's good. He's very good.
3-run home run incoming.
Well, I will say this right.
Frazier throws it into the. Frazier almost throws it into the Angels bullpen or the Angels dugout.
Look, Frazier has made more appearances this year than Ben Joyce. So,
yeah. And again, the Angels hung their hopes on Romano, Stevenson, and Joyce to be that back end of the bullpen. One's gone for the season. One's a free agent. Ground ball back to Frazier. The throw to second for 1. The throw to first. And
wait. Frazier can make the throw to second,
but Manoah could not. So Frazier gives up a hit, gets 2 outs, 15-2. Angels losing. So with that in mind, we had this a moment ago.
Hey, I got something to say.
We just need a 14.
Hey, he's here.
We just need a 14-run homer right now. We'll be good.
Hey, it's my, this is my favorite one of the bunch, and we've laughed about this one all the time, but this one is going to take the cake for tonight.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
Yep. I'll tell you which one is mine, and this has been mine for the last few games, especially when they lose. It's where is it? It's this one.
You fools! Ah! Ah! For real.
It's great. And last but not least, while we're in a commercial break, but we don't really care about the game, we're going to post-game show, and it's more of a vent session tonight.
Yeah.
And I played this a lot earlier. The Angels are 5-20 with this loss tonight, once it happens in 3 defensive outs in their last 25 games. Will the Angels win again?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Affordable experience. And
Top
this
5.
is a wonderful experience tonight because you saw something in this game that you may never see again. A ball goes into a netting, should be a ground rule double, but a 3-run inside the park blast.
Listen, I've watched a lot of games there. I've seen it go off the net and they just hands up the same thing. I mean, Adele knows the rules, and supposedly the rules changed for Ohtani. I don't know about that one. He's already not counted as a pitcher on that staff, so the Dodgers are able to carry an extra pitcher. So, I mean, how many more rules are we going to break for this guy? No offense, Bill, but I just think that. Yeah, I just think, man, and he shouldn't with a 13-run lead.
Hey, Billy.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
it's 15-2. You can say whatever you want.
And Bill, you know,
you have aliens running that team.
Yeah, as emphatic as I was about when the call was confirmed, even Bill, first words out of your mouth were like, "That's wrong. That was wrong, top to bottom."
Hold on, Todd. I'm getting a call. No, I don't want to manage the Angels. No, I didn't do that. All right, thanks, bye. All right, so I got the call. I'm not going to do it, guys. I'm out.
Bill, you're overqualified at this point.
Yeah. They saw the store here in Mission Viejo. Again, we're here at the Shops in Mission Viejo. It's the grand opening of the Top Fan Rivalry shop here. What's it called again? And what can they find here?
Sports Clubhouse, and they can find everything, all kinds of gear. Todd, you were here today. What do you think?
Well, I think it was very nice. And by the way, I'm going to have my model come in here and show off one of your fantastic.
Put the thong away. Put the thong away.
Nothing to do with a thong. I don't. As far as I know, Bill doesn't sell thongs over there. But I know it's not the right colors or the right team. But this is a very nice sweater. It's a Dodger sweater. Do the little spinneroonie for us. There you go.
Oh my gosh!
It's there.
Look at that.
Hey, profile side of you, Renee.
Yeah,
hello, Renee. Look at Renee in the house. Woo! Hey, Renee. Todd's. Todd should be Venmoing you some money for your modeling.
Right. I'll just be like, yeah. But he bought that sweater today at a very good price, high quality. It's very nice, even for a Dodgers gear. I had to give it some props. So
the theme tonight, honestly, Todd, was, as we've talked about during the live stream.
Yeah.
The Angels are doing God's charity work tonight. They knew it was Bill and Amber's grand opening of the store, and they wanted Dodger fans to celebrate something on this joyous occasion. 15-2, the Angels just giving runs away. We all should do charity in our life. And today the Angels decided to do their charity and give the Dodgers, because, the Dodgers are having it rough. Does Mike Trout hit a homer to the wall? No, of course not. It's just a little bit short, 2 out. And it's been a rough night. 0 for 5. I was just hoping for a home run for my fantasy points because Mikey could use a home run.
Hey, listen, Todd, aren't you so glad that you guys didn't end up with Andy Paez in that trade?
Oh yeah, that could have not helped us out. Oh my God.
Hey, Paez. Hey, think about it. Paez doesn't stay on the Dodgers. Do you win the World Series last year?
No.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing too. Like, the one responsible for nixing that trade is Artie Moreno. It was actually passed by both general managers for both teams, and they decided not to do it because Arturo Moreno didn't like it. Now, nobody's asked me yet why I'm wearing the black hat. You guys mind?
Because
ask me the question. Thank you.
Why are you wearing the black hat?
Oh, I'm glad you noticed. I'm wearing a black hat. Usually I wear Angels stuff or anals, whatever like that. I'm wearing the black hat tonight because time of death took place at first pitch tonight on the 16th of May at around 6:39 p.m. tonight. The Angels are done. We're finished. Finique. It's over. It's been, we are put to bed the earliest I've ever seen this team ever. I mean, listen, the strike season in 94, the Angels were 20 some odd games out, but only 5 games out of first place. They were 20 games under 500 and only 5 games out of first place before the season was stopped. And I believe that was in July. So they weren't dead then. I've seen a lot of bad, mediocre baseball. This, by far, this current constructed team is the worst I've ever seen managed, and it's mostly managed and it's not the talent. That's the sad thing. They don't have world-class talent at all, but they do have enough to be at least 500. And the fact that they are this bad
is about that tonight
is insane. It's insane.
We were talking about that tonight, and that was ball 4.
Ball 4, strike 3, game over.
Neto's.
Put it to bed. Angels lose 15-2.
So close.
So we were talking about this tonight. Is if you guys took 4 out of 6 every week, which is just winning 2 series every week,
Mhm.
7 weeks to get now to 500, which puts you at the All-Star break. That's just to get to 500.
Yeah, it's terrible because I listened to Terry Smith, and Terry Smith was like, well, this is the first time they're at 12 games under. This is the first time they're at 13 games. I'm like, Terry, they're not going to get back there. they're not
And
going
you know
up.
what we are the first of? First team in baseball this year to reach
30.
Yeah. Dirty 30, baby. Yeah.
the dirty rat-infested 30.
Well, I know Bill's getting tired and everything, so we will do an abbreviated post game. So let me hit the post game show start. We'll officially get into it, and we'll rag on this team some more because there's nothing more that I like to do than rag on this team. Unfortunately,
Buckle
not
up
really.
for a rapid fire, quick 10-minute rant sesh.
Yeah, here we go.
From generation to generation, a legacy forged under the lights. Angels baseball lives on. Welcome to the Todd Fox post-game show.
Final out, no filter. The game's over, but we're just getting started. This is the Todd Fox post-game show. Your home for raw reactions, real talk, callers, comments, and everything Angels baseball. We're handing out the Golden Stamos. And yeah, somebody's taking home the Nacho Night Award. From the opening rant to your calls, nothing's off limits. The Todd Fox postgame show starts right now.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
Yes, please disperse from Anaheim. What a crap show we just watched. I know Dominick and Bill there over in Mission Viejo from the wonderful store of Top Fan Rivalry have been calling this crap-filled game, at least for us Angel fans. Bill's been enjoying it.
It's a great game.
Exactly. They just came an extra point away from beating us by 2 touchdowns. A terrible game again for the Angels. This makes next week's Saturday game on the 23rd, I believe, very interesting because there is a big-time movement for a protest, and we'll see how far that goes. And we'll continue to talk about that during the week. But, guys, that was a fun one, huh? The Angels gave them the old college try tonight.
Hey, you know, Todd, we've been doing the Anaheim Ducks stuff all season long, and we were talking about where that franchise is across the street on Catella, how there's hope, optimism, talent, young talent, and right now, even though the Ducks were knocked out of the playoffs just a couple days ago, that we can still enjoy the moment of what was Angels of Ducks hockey this year.
On the post game they're showing Shohei. They're asking Shohei about the net.
Yeah.
And let me guess. He's using an interpreter.
Yeah.
I can't talk English. Whatever,
yeah.
dude.
He knows, but to my point, to the point. One team in Anaheim is doing the right things. The other team has lost 20 of their last 25 since starting 11-10. This was awful. Well, again, you said time of death, 6:39.
Mm-hmm.
Time of death was essentially, we were 1-0, couldn't score, and then that whenever the 6th inning began, after they got Ohtani out to begin the 6th, but that Mookie Betts, when he got on base, that is when time of death occurred. So Soriano's first 5 innings, you take that all day long. You're in the game, down 1-0 to the Dodgers, and you're fighting. Great. Everything after that, abysmal and equates rodent poo.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
Fireworks.
Yep, fireworks Saturday nights. Why not stay at Angel Stadium? And right now, there's no Angel fans left there.
If I'm the players, you guys. So let me ask you this: it used to drive me nuts to watch the Angels come out with their family and watch the fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose 15-2 like that, stay in the locker room.
Oh yeah, but see, that's what the difference is, Bill, between a winner and a loser. A loser doesn't care about that. A loser will come out and watch the drone show, the fireworks. The real players will be like, hey man, you know what? I know let our kids and family out there, but I'm not going out there. I'm too pissed off. I'm embarrassed. This team doesn't care. And again, it goes back to me about Mike Trout and to Dominique's point right here. The Ducks had a wonderful season. We called their post games and did some watch parties with them. Fantastic year. Had a lot of fun doing it. So much upside.
Even in the losses.
Yeah, me and Bill were talking about it today. How Disney has turned the leaf with the Ducks. The Samuelis have gotten into bed with them with McQueen, which they're going to do a whole marketing scheme with Lightning McQueen and also McQueen for the Ducks. And also they signed a contract to where they're going to be going to schools. Remember somebody 2 years ago started saying this about Artie Moreno? Wouldn't it be nice to go back to what Disney did and have the Angels cheerleaders and players go to these schools, hand out free ticket packages, 4-packs for underprivileged kids, or for just give away shirts and make new fans for kids and their families, right? Well, the Ducks are doing that, and they're also teaming up with Disney to have Mickey and Minnie and Pluto and the core stars of Disney, as Steve Lee showed me the
stay at Disneyland as well.
Yeah, and they're doing stuff in the community. That's what the Angels should be doing. But at this point, it goes back to that commercial or that old joke where it's like, man, I had a couple. Was it? Someone broke into my car and left Angels tickets. That it's gonna be something like that where they can't give them away right now. I mean, imagine watching this team if they don't change. Watching them in August and September. I mean, like, who's going to stomach that? Except
it's literally minor league guys. And I know there was a comment just a moment ago talking about, but I'll find it somewhere. I want Rada, Lugo, Christian Moore, Denzar Guzman. Those are the guys that are probably going to be coming up because at this point right now, I know there's the impending lockout that's going to happen at the end of this season. I really do believe if the Angels continue to struggle and be potentially, let's say, 20 games under 500, no offense, regardless of how inept or not Artie Moreno is, someone has to get fired. It's not going to be the first-year manager. It's going to have to be Perry Manassian.
Dom.
Have to be that case.
Dom, look, we're on the 16th of May. They have plenty of time to reach 20 games under 500 by the end of the month. We could be talking about
end of next week.
Yeah, we could be hitting 30 games by mid-June. You know what I'm saying? Like that's god awful, bro. Like if there was ever a year for this team to hit 100 losses, it's this year. And you got to stop with the infatuation of, we got to keep these guys. We got to let them play out their contracts. If anyone wants Johan Moncada, get rid of him. If anyone wants Soler, get rid of him. Again, the only guy you can't talk off the plank is Mike Trout, and he'll just be like, I love it here.
Right. So Todd, I'm gonna ask you a question because you just brought up a very good point. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
The Dodgers in the mid 2000s tried to give a lot of love to James Loney, Matt Kemp, Andre Ethier, and Russell Martin, those four guys. And we can't trade these guys. We didn't win jack with them. And then we started getting rid of those guys one by one, picking up farm pieces. And then 17 were in the World Series, 18 were in the World Series, 20, 24, 25. Is it time to start talking about people like Logan O'Hoppe, Zach Neto, Nolan Shumwell? Is it time to start talking about those guys and trying to see if you can move things to get pieces? Or is it time to not do that yet? Because if you fall in love with those guys and they don't get you there, what are you looking at?
Well, I mean, 100%. Like, I would have did it with Ohtani 2 years before he walked and got 4 players. We were offered multiple players for Ohtani. If they didn't do it then, I doubt that this team, one thing we can guarantee you, Bill, or any other fan from another fan base that says, hey, what's wrong with the Angels, and ask us a legit question, we always return that answer to the question in the form of, if it makes sense to you, it doesn't make sense for this organization. They won't do it. And O'Hoppe at his peak should have been traded. Zach Neto, he's already hired an East Coast, agent. He's going to go. go. So you might as well start fielding offers for him. The same thing with Joe Adele. You really think Scott Boras and Artie are good friends? No, they hate each other. So you're going to lose Adele as well. So from when I was talking to Rob the other day, there's such a young core, a very young core that's coming through the pipeline of the Quakes and the Trash Pandas, and they are the future of the Angels, and whatever's on Salt Lake too. They will be here, and that'll be the next core. You swung and missed on this one. I would keep the pitching together, but I would deal some of these guys a bill. I mean, it's right. I mean, you guys bringing up that stuff that happened in late 90s, early 2000s. I think it's the time for the Angels to do it, especially in a season like this. I think you unload. I think when it gets to the deadline, all those one-year contracts, if they're hitting anywhere at all, unload them. If Ohapi's healthy, find a suitor. I'd hate to see Neto go, but God damn it, he's a gamer. He's a leader, but are you really going to win with him anytime soon? And the answer is no.
I wouldn't call Neto a leader. Not right now.
You don't think so?
Not right now. I think there's stock in what Bobby V has mentioned about there's something off with Zach Neto and no one could put their finger on it right now. And I believe Neto has the talent. And I think maybe it's just a funk type situation. But do I say right now, if I had to put my money on it, that he's the true supreme leader on this team? No, not right now. Well, I see Joe Adele being more of a leader than Zach Neto right now.
Well, okay, I could see it to a point, but still Neto, he could fire up those guys. I don't know how much Adele is actually talkative, but my problem with Neto is he's playing like he's in Bill's top fan rivalry softball tournament. He has that uppercut swing. It's like, man, if he plays in our tournament, Bill, he's going to hit a lot of home runs.
Yeah. When Todd fouls off 7 in a row into the little league field,
like 6 of the softballs that we got to go run to Dick's Sporting Goods and get more softballs.
How many kids did he nearly pulverize that were playing little league down there? That it was just raining softballs everywhere.
Listen,
it was close. It was like playing golf.
I need Courtney out there to pitch that fast pitch softball because then I could keep it in play. When those balls come so slow to me, like I swing early. So
yeah,
this guy.
No,
I'm hitting him like 2 fields over.
No, and I was asked a question tonight before we get into Nacho Night and Stamos and all those fun things to wrap things up in a quick post game tonight. I was asked earlier if I was the Angels manager, what would I do to try to fix this? And the first thing in my mind was, I don't know if you can fix it right now. You could change the batting order. You could adjust a couple of things. I don't think you can truly, ultimately fix what is happening. Could you fix it for maybe 48 hours and you get 2 wins in a row? Sure, great, whatever. But when is the point? Because you know what always happens when the Angels are having a losing season. When is that point for a week or 2 where the Angels give you hope again? It's going to happen. If it's this week against the A's and the Rangers, if it's in July, if it's August, when is that 2-week period that the Angels give hope? Yeah, at least the game was within 2 touchdowns. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard.
I think if you look at most of the games, we can go through all the scores. I know we're not going to, but you can go through the scores and look how many times the Angels scored less than 3 runs. And I've talked about this in the post game the last 3 years. If a pitcher on this squad gives you 5 to 6 innings, 4 runs or less, I count that as a quality start. Yes. And we have gotten that so many times. And I look around the league and I see the Tigers, I see the Rays, I see some teams that you traditionally think that suck, the Marlins, and they'll bust out and score 6 or 7 runs, 2 or 3 times in a week. We can't do that once a week. So you're never going to win. I don't care if Soriano fell apart tonight. He could have stayed up and only gave up that 1 run. I mean, do you think 2 things? Even if the Angels get those 2 runs and take a 2-1 lead, do you think the bullpen holds up? Probably not, because Kirby Yates and Kurt Suzuki would be like, oh, let's take our closer and put him in the 7th inning. Have we seen Yates in a closing situation yet? No, not even in a tie game in the 9th inning. They use him in the worst situations or in the stupidest situations. So I don't care what Perry can give you, right this season and what Kurt can give you. They're gonna lose. The sad thing is, if you had any competence in this organization, or any confidence in the managing, and they actually were doing their job, they could be around 500 in a terrible division. Because as we look at it right now, the Angels are sitting there only 7.5 games out. I mean,
if they played in the National League East or National League West, they'd be done.
They'd be buried.
The E for elimination would already be on their mind.
Because last thing before we get to the awards for me is the Athletics started just like this last year. And it's around this time they just took a downfall. They started losing game after game after game. They were in first place, if everyone remembers, the first month and a half of the season last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Seattle and Houston rose to the top of the division. Texas fell off. I see some except for Houston, I see Texas and Seattle rising to the top, but there's going to be some losses in there because neither one of those teams are good either. So, I mean, if the Angels could ever pull their head out of their, they could, even if they win like 7 out of 14, they could gain actually games, which is ridiculous, but they could. But they're not.
You'll be lucky if you get it for a week. If we can get 1 week between now and the rest of the season where the Angels play competently, then you take it as a win. But
and here's one more stat I got for you guys. The Angels as a plus minus through the first 21 games when they were 1 game over 500, they were a plus 24. They are currently minus 51. That should tell you something.
That's a plus 70 differential in a month.
Yeah,
correct.
That's crazy.
Rough times ahead, but it's the post-game show here on the Halos in the Infield Network. 15-2 loss to the Dodgers in Game 2 of this series.
An absolute nail-biter.
And nail-biter. It was close within a couple of touchdowns. But, hey, Joe Adell, as they're showing it on the replay, a 2-run double is the only bright spot of the day. If you want to consider Soriano's 6 strikeouts a bright spot as well. We did hit the over on the betting odds, so that's a positive too.
Hey, Logan O'Hoppe staying in the game after getting double dribbled is a bright spot.
Hey, here's the other thing I got for you guys. One more thing on the net before we get to the thing. You know how right away Adele was like this, like hands up, out of play, double, ground rule, double, whatever, right? I've seen plenty of foul balls and balls bounce off the ground and hit that net, pop back on, and it's dead, right? Dead ball. So you mean to tell me now that the rules are like that? If we hit one like that again, it's going to be called fair? I doubt that severely, dude. Like I did. That is
even
so
as a Dodger fan, Bill agrees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Let's do the awards.
Do it. We'll start it off well. Golden Stamos Award. Who's going to get it?
Perfection is John Stamos. Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Stamos Award.
Here we go. Golden Stamos Award tonight. Who is it going to be? And as we look up at the TV here at the Shops in Mission Viejo, the home of the brand new store, Bill, what is it?
It's the net. The net is the Golden Stamos Award tonight.
The net that allowed Shohei Ohtani to get a 3-run inside the park homer and basically take the game from 6-2 to 9-2. That was the difference. Well, I don't say the difference in the game, but it was a different variation of a call that you would not think was plausible in this case scenario. So the net is the Golden Stamos winner. A runner-up would be Warbleski, the starter for the Dodgers, got a quality outing, gave up 2 runs in 6 innings, and he kept the Angels off balance all night long.
I think my Golden Stamos, I'm going to give it to Shohei Ohtani. That guy had a lot of RBIs, didn't he, Trent? Hey, that guy has more hits than pepperonis on an OG's pizza.
Hey, how can you knock a guy who is so nice and polite? It is what it is. It's Ohtani doing Ohtani things.
Oh, yeah.
It's lovely. But if you have the Golden Stamos all sexy and all, that means something's got to be dirty, grimy, and nasty, and not just the rats in the snack bar.
So, that was really your best tonight, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, the Nacho Night Award.
I have to say Kurt Suzuki, and you guys could add whoever you want, but I think Kurt always gets a helping of nachos.
The entire Angels defense. Just watching them throw to the wrong place, just not. I mean, Manoah throwing to center field. I don't know if he knew somebody out there and just was like, yeah, I think I'll throw this fan or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah.
Ugly to watch. No, you could give a nice helmet nacho to anybody on the Angels staff tonight, with the exception of Joe Adell and Jorge Soler. Those are the only two that decided to come on out and play, as well as Soriano through innings 1 through 5 to allow just one run and have this game still within reach, 1-0, 6 strikeouts. But I would say the overall nacho of the night to allow this game to really get out of reach. Alek Manoah out of the bullpen had 2 appearances, no ERA as an Angel in 7 innings, and all of a sudden gives up 8 runs quickly and often. It got ugly, had to be lifted for Adam Frazier to get the final 2 outs. A lot of options. You could give it to the net as well for being a nacho for working against the Angels. But Alek Manoah gets the nacho night tonight.
Can you guys name me the only team with the worst batting average, the worst RBIs as far as runs batted in, and the also the worst runners in scoring position average? There's only one team worse than the Angels. Can you name it?
It's not. I'm going to say it's not the Rockies.
Nope, not the Rockies.
Is it the Twins or the Red Sox?
Wrong.
Ooh.
On both.
AL or NL?
NL.
Oh.
Okay, hold up. Let me think.
Pittsburgh hasn't been bad.
I'll give you one more chance at this one.
Okay.
Mets.
Yes, the Metropolitans.
Yeah.
The Mets
tonight.
Who beat the Yankees tonight?
The Mets are look, the Angels are at 201 with runners in scoring position, and even that sounds like overhyped. I think they should be 101.
Fake news.
Yeah, that's fake news. The Mets are batting 189.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
anything over 150 is just showing off, right?
For the Angels, yes.
You guys, before I hop off here and get some stuff going, I got to thank you guys. Todd, for you coming in earlier today. I know that it was a trek and you got a lot of family stuff. Dom, for you just being amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. And Todd, I had said to Dom that when we have the rematch of this and it's up in LA, maybe you guys ought to come out and we do this again.
Yeah, I mean, I know one thing. My girls' brothers, we're going to one of the games. I'm actually going to go to Dodger Stadium in the clown outfit, so that should be interesting. But
that clown,
but I will be down. I will be down to come down to Mission Viejo for one of the games again. Yes, I will.
Yeah,
be
let's
there.
do it. Let's absolutely do it one of these times. So, boys, I'm going to jump off so I can get everything ready to go here. But
we'll wrap this sucker up. But thank you.
And
thank
Bill,
you for hosting.
Bill, I'll have that video up too, the one we shot earlier today too. So
awesome. Thank you.
Beautiful. But yeah, no, final thoughts before we get out of here from the shops in Mission Viejo. We've been here all afternoon long. Todd had the first shift. I get the second shift. And Todd, I think you got the better end of the deal in terms of not being able to watch this absolute rodent-infested dumpster fire of a game that just went sideways so quickly. We are not in orange country anymore. And for our Ducks fans, you know exactly what that means.
Yeah, I think we're wearing red because this team is hemorrhaging blood right now. It's bad. They're getting beat down on a nightly basis. If you watch this team, if anybody if you don't have the MLB package, if you don't have highlights to watch on YouTube, just go to your Buffalo Wild Wings when a lot of baseball games are on at once, or go to a restaurant that has multiple games, and you don't even have to focus in on the score or who's doing what. Just look at the body language. Look at the body language of all the other teams in the league when they strike out, when they make a good play, when they're running or hustling in or out of the dugout. Look at the body language of these other teams and then compare it to the slop that we see at Anaheim Stadium, and you tell me that on body language alone, I mean, you could point out a million things wrong with this organization, but just look at the body language, because if they're not ready to come out there and ready to play, if they're not focused in on the game, you can tell. And you can also tell when they give a slop performance like tonight. Nobody's yelling. Just think about this real quick. When Jared Weaver pitched, John Lackey pitched. Hell, even Jared Washburn, who looked like a cookie cutter kid that would be like, gee golly whiz, guys. You look at guys like that.
Yep.
And when they got on the field and their infielders made a mistake or they didn't get the call, they're yelling at the refs. They're very emotional. Eric Ibar was one of the best shortstops / second baseman we had. And when he would goof up, Lackey would rip him a new one.
Yep.
And vice versa. And the catchers, they held each other accountable. There was a want to win. There was a drive to win. Those guys were competitive. These guys aren't. And that goes back to the general manager, goes to the coaches, strength and conditioning, everything. The fact that you could see the best player in the world, Mike Trout, compared, a lot of people say he is. I don't anymore. But the fact that you can see him big as an ox, and when he strikes out, that's about the most mad you see him. It'll be a borderline call he can't challenge. You never see him, yell at the ump. You never see him get mad at a player for doing stuff, even though we saw Adele, bobble the ball in front of him a year or two ago. We saw all these other things happen. Neto this year. Did he rip Neto? Nope. Just was like, oh, well, okay, whatever. So it trickles down, and I'm tired of seeing it. And until you start to see the body language change, this is more of what you're going to get.
The only person tonight that really showed any sort of fire was when Andy Pajes robbed Nolan Shonowell of a game-tying single in center. You had Shonowell slam the helmet down in frustration, knowing that the Angels have struggled offensively. 18 scoreless innings until the 2-run double by Joe Adell. And that was looking back Wednesday in the 5th inning when Neto hit that home run against Cleveland. It had been 18 innings, and Shonowell showed frustration. So right now, I'll give him credit for showing the frustration, and it showed us that he's not as numb as we all are to this situation. He's pissed off. But overall, final thought for me, bad night at the ballpark. Angels lose 15-2. It got ugly late, early, often, however you want to put it. It was a rough sledding day. The thing the Angels did well was provide charity to Dodger fans, because here at Mission Viejo, it was the grand opening of Top Fan Rivalry's new shop at the mall. Plenty of stuff. Angels, Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox. You have your favorite team on tap here. Come on down. Well, maybe not now. It's 10 o'clock, and we're going to close up shop and get on out of here because I think we may be the only ones left in the mall at this point. We're going to party on down here. But, we do it with friends. We have a good time. Even when the Angels struggle, at least we can commiserate together. And at least, Todd, you and I, we can reminisce on the Ducks all summer. Because I think we might have more Ducks podcasts in the offseason than we will have winning post-game shows for the Angels.
Possibly. You got 6 of the next 10 high-profile players coming out of the OHL to the Ducks. That's freaking – I've never seen that before. So already on a team that's already powerful, they're going to get even stronger youth-wise so –
it happens.
Right here, left on base too often, says Todd Fox. So is the plane going to happen? Hey, stay tuned. Either tomorrow or Monday, we will have confirmation of that.
Yep.
We may have a plane in play for next week. So, and if that's the case, we will have a GoFundMe. So who knows?
Well, there we go. We got something cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this one conceptualizes the night overall. Halo Joe, this team needs an enema.
I could hear Jack, what is it called? Jack Nicholson saying that. This town needs an enema.
Yep, it's about that time. The Angels got to clear their senses and find some way. But before we wrap it up, Todd, thank you for coming on for your own post-game show in a pinch hit fashion. Thank you, Bill and Amber, for hosting us today at their shop in Mission Viejo. Continue to support Top Fan Rivalry, Halos in the Infield, Catella Chronicles. We're one big family here on the podcasting sphere. But for Dominick Lawrence, Catella Chronicles, Todd Fox, the man, the myth, the legend, Bill and Amber, everybody in the house,
Don't
It
forget
was a
Roger
rough
Lodge.
We got a
It
lot
was
of
a
baseball
rough
left to
one
be
tonight.
played, and the season starts tonight.
Tomorrow. The season will start tomorrow. Fun fact, Grayson Rodriguez makes his debut for the Angels in the finale against Roki Sasaki and the Dodgers. Day baseball at the Big A. But until next time, Dominick, Bill, Amber, Todd, I know we say the phrase that pays with the Angels. I don't think the Angels have one at this point.
No, they don't pay.
No, but hey, 714 Tickets, thanks for being a sponsor.
10% off.
Let's go, Ducks. Ducks fly together.